Greetings, y'all. Greetings. Thank y'all for coming in. As y'all know, we start at 4, but I decided to come in a little earlier just to unwind a little bit and let y'all get the mix in me, or if that's what you would like to do, or just kick back and get ready for an amazing live stream today, guys. We're looking forward to just having a really, really, really good stream. God is using this village. There has just been so much that's been a blessing taking place in this village, is helping so many people all over the universe. And the topics that we have been using in here has been topics that people have actually asked me to stream about. And I felt as if it was being requested, we would bring it in because many times people suffer silently when they don't know what to do or how to react to different things. But I do find that once they realize that there's no judgment and they can be honest and talk about it, a lot of times that's when the healing help take place. When you know that you're not being shunned or looked down upon, and you're still going to be loved and treated the same. And that's what I try to represent here. So I hope that you all will be able to kick in with wisdom nuggets as usual. And we'll make it fun, even though it's a serious topic. We like to try to make things where everybody feels pretty warm and fuzzy as we get the topics through. I'm learning to try to give a little bit more love for the topics because some people can't handle that raw truth, right? Some people can't sit up underneath that truth that go into the vein, right? So we're going to help them in being able to get some kind of healing and be better in every single way because we all go through things in life. And if it's anything you know about me, I'm not a judgmental person. I can't afford to be a judgmental person. I promise you I can't. Hello, Ty. Hey, fam. Welcome to the village. Welcome. The family is marching in. And I want y'all to know that. And I hope that each and every person that comes in here is not judgmental either. Please don't judge situations and people because everybody falls short sometimes, including me, including you. And what they say, judge not and not be judged, right? So this isn't about judging anybody when we talk about the topics. It's about helping people understand you're not the only one, you're not alone, and how to break some of these chains and break some of these behaviors so we can be healthy and whole and not be hurt all the time and going through trauma and different things. Some people have no one to talk to, guys. Some people suffer silently. They don't have no one that can trust and talk to that's going to give them sound advice, judgment free. So that's what I like the most about the village. It gives a person an opportunity to stand up in their truth. Hey, here comes my cousin, all the love. Hey, cuz, welcome to the village. And I want to say to all my renters before I even start the stream, because it's almost 4 o'clock and you know we're very prompt. Thank y'all. Thank y'all for every single thing. To all of those that share me out and come in here and give such amazing advice and just support the village. I just want to say thank you. I have so many people that has really went above and beyond to make sure that this village is recognized and it's becoming a hit somewhere. A lot of people are slowly but surely coming in, and this phone is off the chain lately. You hear me after the live stream, and I want to commend those of you that was in the live stream on Wednesday about helping someone to heal through divorce. We got so much amazing feedback from so many people of the cloth. Leaders was just like that word was powerful. And you know, I'm so proud of you all. And I thank God that He's using us to help people. Somebody has to be the messenger of healing and help. And I am so happy that it's happening that way. Welcome, my lovely cuz. And take a lovely to know a lovely. And I want to send a special shout out to my sister, Queen Lovely C. I haven't seen you in here, and I hope everything is going okay with you and the family. I know everybody have things to do, but if I don't see one of my sisters, then I am going to want to know that you're doing all right. So when you get a chance, just send me a comment letting me know that you and the family is okay over there. Because I just want to know that you're doing okay, guys. That's what we do, right? We have to take care of each other. Hi, sweetie pie, coming along. Thanks for asking. Amen, amen, amen. We have really, 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 really just sat down and got ourselves grounded. So with that being said, just thank you all. Thank you all. I mean, I can't even start naming people no more because guys, there's too many of you. It's too many of you to thank individually, but I will do a shout out stream. I've been promising y'all. And I do have the list, guys. It's right here. I just have to stop. Maybe after this stream, I'll put it in effect. See? All of y'all names. I just have to stop and sit still. And yes, how are you feeling, Rico? Okay, I want everybody to get on the same accord. We don't have time to waste, right? We got too much to talk about. So let's get on the same accord and usher the Lord on and come on in, Jesus. Because we know if we're in your will, Jesus, everything is going to be. And we are definitely changing things. We're shaking things up and we're getting a whole nother level to be able to assist people. Because if we can't assist you, then there's no reason to exist. And as I said earlier, this isn't about judging people. This is about helping people. Sometimes we get in over our head and we don't know what to do. We don't know how to stop the behavior. And I don't judge because I too have had my own stuff. I'm never going to sit in this seat and pretend to be no good at two shoes. That person don't live over here. I promise you she don't. I am full of sin and I have to be delivered. I still have to be delivered of some stuff. Touch somebody and say amen. So I dare not sit and judge not. Huh? I dare not. I dare not. I dare not. Let's get into this topic. We're going to talk about how do we break the chains of being a side piece and a booty call. How do we stop the behavior? And it go for men and women alike. Amen, y'all. It go for men and women alike because it's easy to fall into that category. And hey, I'm not here to say that it don't feel good sometimes, right? Sin always feel good. Somebody testify. Somebody testify. Sin feel good, don't it? Don't it feel good? Come on, let's stand up in some truth, y'all. You know, I've been talking to a lot of people about this subject also. About how do you stop? How do you stop being that to someone? How do you stop getting yourself involved in situations where someone is already in a situation? They have a marriage or relationship or someone they're living with, but they're dating you on the side. And it goes for men and women alike. We're not here to discriminate against anyone's gender because we all make mistakes and do wrong things or just have a certain type of lifestyle at that moment in our life. And I'm sure many have been in that situation where you're dating someone and they're involved some kind of way or attached some kind of way. And if you haven't been in that situation, good for you, because it's not some easy, simple thing to be in at all. So we're going to talk about it. And I'm hoping that, you know, we can be open and honest about our lives and dating and meeting people and what we look for, what we don't want, so that somebody can get help out there. I thank God that He is in my life and He's really changing me and shaping me up to be a beautiful young lady. But I haven't always been this person. And yes, I've done wrong things. And yes, I've made some really goofy decisions in my life. And sometimes I look back and I can't even believe I got myself in those situations. So let's talk about some things So hopefully somebody that's out here can say, oh my goodness, me too. And now how can I get out of it? Well, it's stand up in your truth time, right? Years ago, I was working and in a relationship that I wasn't really happy in. And I knew this relationship needed to end. But at the same time, I don't know why I had a habit of holding on until I meet someone else. And then that would push me on into doing what I needed to do to move forward. And it so happened that I had met this young man. We were working together. And he was in a relationship that was hitting the ground also. And, nice looking man, kind. And I'm not going to say I'm too bad looking either. And we started becoming friends on the job. He would buy me lunch and we would take lunch together. And, I'm feeling good. Like, okay, I might have a lot of mess at the house, but when I get to work, I got something to look forward to. He would buy my breakfast and so on and so on. Now, mind you, we both are in relationships, right? And this went on for a good little while. And I'm standing in some truth, guys. I was having the time of my life. I'm not going to sit here and lie. I was having a good time and I was looking forward to the next day to pick up and go to work. And when I got up for work, I was coming to work looking like new money. You hear me? Because I got somebody at work that's looking at me. Come on, let's stand in some truth, y'all. And long story short, it got to the point where we started saying, well, okay, what are we doing? But it always get to that point where you're saying, okay, what are we doing? Because you keep going this way at the end of the day, and I keep going that way at the end of the day, but we both keep complaining about the people that we with. So what do we need to do? Are we going to continue this job relationship, or are we going to decide to leave the people we with and let's see what we can build together? Because see, that's the thing with me. I'm never going to follow the rules. I don't know what the rules are. So now, if I really like you, I'm starting to say, okay, this is cool, but what's the prize? Come on now, it gotta be a prize because if it's not a prize, it defeats the purpose, right? And I had to call it out. I had to call it out because I'm never gonna just be noodling along. I'm a Taurus, and if you know anything about a Taurus, we are very particular. And when we set our mind on something, we're not going to let it be an incompletion. That's not going to happen. So I'm not going to sit here and keep on, oh, well, what we doing today? Or, no, or after work, or maybe one Saturday we can meet up. No, we're not going to keep doing this. What are we doing? Are you going to be with this person and are you like, let's not continue playing this game. And then we decided, guys, that we would try to be together. Now we got to figure out how to get rid of the baggage that we have at home. But I was smart enough to say, I'm not going to get rid of my baggage until I see his baggage out. Long story short, the young lady he was seeing, she lost her job. They had a child in common. And he decided that until she can be able to provide a little bit better for their child, it wouldn't be the right time for him to make his move, right? Okay, that's fine. But then I had to decide what's going to work best for me because I'm not going to sit here and wait for Sally Mae to get a job. That ain't going to happen on my clock. Now, this was fun eating and drinking and snacking, but now we're talking about meat and potato. It's time for you to go on home and be with her. Now you in my face too much. You ain't saying what I want to hear right now, right? And the point that I make is once you realize that, hey, wait a minute, this is not going anywhere. This is just like a circle. We're just going around and around and around. Somebody had to be smart enough to hop out the loop, right? Somebody had to be smart enough to decide, maybe this is not what I thought it was. And maybe I'm bright enough to pull the plug. And what I got at home, yeah, he's a little annoying, but at the same token in time, he belongs to me, right? He's my no good sorry man. Okay. He wasn't that bad if he still was there, right? Okay. Hey, DOT, geez. Just seeing you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thank you for coming in. And long story short, after a while, I had to realize, okay, do not get involved in a situation and do not involve someone in your situation. You got to be strong enough to escape before you bring somebody into it. And now I don't want to be bothered no more because this ain't going in the direction that I wanted to go in, right? And he's still trying to keep me where he could say, well, just give me a little more time. Just give me a little more time. And I'm saying to him, that ain't gonna happen over here. I'm not giving you no more time. Your time is up. Halfway said your time is up, honey. I done spent enough time with this nonsense with you. Once I finish with you and I start getting turned off, I don't want nothing to do with you. The Queen, we had a side chick conversation last night. But spill the tea, DOD. What y'all said up in there? Tell me about it. Welcome, DOD from Talisha. I had a job. I was in a relationship that was bad, and I started talking to my boss. Then my man at the time found out that I was talking to my boss and turned out to be a bad situation. Oh, it can go bad quick. But let me tell y'all, right? I just wound up leaving him alone. He wound up moving away or whatever the case may be. So that helped, right? But it taught me something because then I started being demanding, right? Because come on now, ain't no need of being with somebody if you don't have no kind of say so, right? And I would tell him, well, you better figure it out. If you want to see me, I'm not going to sit around here and twiddle my thumb waiting for you to get out the house. That's your problem is how you going to get out of your house. That's not my problem. You want to see me, you better find a way to see me. I don't care what you got to say to get out of your house. You better figure it out, right? And we're laughing about it, just putting a little humor into it. So it's not so strong. But believe me when I tell you, it can start to be more than you bargained for. And if I can say anything to anybody, if you're a real woman, you aren't signed up to be no side piece. I learned young that that's not something I'm signing up to be because I don't know how to be a side piece. I don't know my place. Is that what they call it? You got to know your place. Well, I would know my place, guys. I'll be calling you. Where you at? You mine. I don't care who you got over there. That's their problem. I mean, hey, you put yourself in that, right? And that's how things go bad fast. When you put yourself in a situation, and now the woman or the man is acting a certain way, and you trying to, you gonna blow the spot up. Sure is. You better get over here and figure it out, or I will blow this spot clean down. I will blow it down to the ground. That can turn out to be a mess. It sure can. And a real bad mess too. And don't really like somebody that you messing with, because there's a difference in you talking to somebody and you really like somebody. Hey, Queen Lovely, see how you doing? Hey, sis, we was just talking about you. How's everything? I know you're kind of busy, but are you doing okay? I did a conference on this. Side piece is a food or a piece of chicken. All right now, the new term is side cuffer. Oh, is that it? See, I wouldn't know what the new term is because I don't want no parts of it. You got somebody, that is your situation. And I'm not here to judge nobody for what they choose to do with their body and their life. But I know for me, I don't want no parts of it. I can't. Like I said, I don't know how to follow rules. I don't know what to do. All I know is you shouldn't have got yourself involved with me. Period. I always said I'm not a side chick. I'm a wife. That's all I know how to be. You better know it. Queen Lovely, hi from Talisha. Hi, Queen from Sweetie Pie. Taught taught me something new, DOD. You better know it. And see, that's what I'm saying why I love when men come in here because they have a different type of input. And as a woman, we have our twist on things. But I love when men come in and they can tell us about stuff like that. And I want to ask you, DOD, have you ever been in a triangle situation or with someone outside of your relationship? Yes, I'm great. Thanks. And how is everyone? I'm doing fine. Thank you. I frequently teach women something new. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me. Hold on now. Let me rise back up in this seat. Woo. Look, I got to reposition myself and dig it deep. Okay. So now let's focus, right? It's not easy being in a situation like that. So we're going to talk about, DOD, I can teach you as well. Trust. Excuse me. Excuse me. Somebody getting called to the carpet, honey. And that's what I love about the village because it's so much fun and everybody know how to have a nice time with each other. And I like that. There's nothing wrong with family fun, right? Somebody get called to the carpet. It is Fun Friday, everybody. Enjoy yourself. You only live once. And even though we talk about serious topics, we like to take it and put a little spin on it and have a little fun too. So let's enjoy ourselves. Talisha, I have a woman. Are you willing to be a side couple? I'm telling you. I'm just done. I'm just done, y'all. I know Talisha getting ready to come back with some too. Jazz Talisha says, sweetie pie, y'all are a hot mess. Okay, we're gonna think of some tools to use to help with stopping that behavior. No, boo, I'm engaged and never second to no one. Ooh, how they do it? Pa-pow! Shots fired! Pa-pow! I'm gonna stop it up in here. I love y'all. Okay. To be able to stop the behavior, I always say ask up front a person's relationship status. Because sometimes people don't ask and then you get involved and then the guy say, well, you never asked me, or the lady will say, you never asked me was I'm in a relationship, married, etc. So one of the things that I do is ask. Are you involved? Are you dating? What's your situation? What's your relationship status? Put that on the table. This way I know what I'm getting myself into, as well as what are you looking for? What is your goal here? What is it that you want to obtain in this situation with me? This way we know what we're doing up front. Is it just a booty call? Is it just a relationship? Are we friends getting to know each other? We're still dating other people. We're not dating other people. What are we doing? So we know whether we signed up for it. DOD is a mess, left out loud, but I'm not speaking. But I am speaking facts. Hold on. My woman told me she will never be second to any female. Excuse me? That stands for most women that got a little bit of sense. Sweetie pie, these men laughed out loud a mess, but I am a pit bull in a skirt. Y'all can stop it. Yes, queen. I'm sick of all of y'all right now. Okay, let's focus, guys. Now I want to ask y'all a question because this was the question that we were struggling with during the debate. When you meet someone and they are in a relationship, right? And then they want to be cool with you. Is it okay? Do you find it okay to be cool with someone that's in a relationship? Because for me, that doesn't work. Because I always find that when it starts out like that, it's just a matter of time before this, oh, I really like you though. You know, I don't know what it is. And next thing you know, they're trying to talk you out your pants or your skirt. So I just don't get in a one-on-one situation with someone that's in a relationship. If you want to be cool, me, you, and your wife can be friends, and then maybe not even if I know you really like me, because I don't want to be around that and feel uncomfortable. Because any woman can sense when her husband, man, boyfriend like another woman. You just pick it up. Because let me tell y'all something, guys. Y'all don't know how to hide it. You'll sit right there and keep looking at the woman, keep peeking at the woman, asking about her. Oh, when's she coming back over? You heard from her? Don't ask me about no other woman. Look over here. Do you see me? That's what you better be focusing on. So believe me, guys are telling themselves sometimes. And if you got a guy and he's always talking about your friend or somebody in your family, you better look in a little bit closer. Smart woman, DOD. I agree 100%. And I'm gonna tell you something else. When you out with someone and you're dating and you're getting to know each other, don't drink and smoke and etc. Because sometimes you can get high and things can hit the ground. You hear me? Including your clothes. So when you're going out and social, try not to drink and smoke and get nice and buzzed. And next thing you know, you're making buzz decisions, right? And if someone is in a relationship and they say to you, is it all right if I come over and have a drink with you? Or I got a bottle, let me come by and we share it. No, thank you. Go on home to your wife with that bottle. Because after we finish drinking, then what's plan B? Or I'm going to need a plan B in the morning. I'm just messing with y'all. And another thing, if you are a side chick and a booty call, whatever you do, don't get yourself jammed by getting pregnant. And men, stop getting these side chicks pregnant. Like what be on your mind? You done started a whole nother family out in these streets. Guys can't take it when they are side piece. Feelings get hurt, both sides. Oh yeah, honey. But let me tell you something. Some of these guys will be a side piece if they feel they don't have to pay no bills and all they coming around for is to hit it and forget it until they want some more. Because you got some of them too. She told me last night, all eyes on me, meaning I'm supposed to give her my full attention. Amen. I'll act like you are. Facts, sweetie pie. Word DLD, she is right. Yep, Tanisha. I'm looking to have a marriage like my parents. Today is their 50th anniversary. Happy anniversary to Barry and Gladys, my cousins. May your anniversary be filled with so much joy in your union. Continue to be Holy Ghost filled. In the name of Jesus. Happy anniversary. Well, they won't make it on my side. See, I don't get myself hemmed up in that kind of stuff because I know me. And I know when I like you, you're not getting ready to think you're going to be just leaving when you got to and all of that. No, you're getting ready to get in trouble because I'm going to be like, don't leave. Stay another hour. You know, now she's beeping and calling you and you still sitting in my face. She going to kick her Roy behind when you get home. I can't, y'all. I can't do it. You know, it's not right, but it's just not right. Happy anniversary to Talisha parents. Thank you, sweetie pie. Amen. I'm looking to get married. Okay, but at least you're starting off on the right track, DOD, because if you want to get married, I always tell people, send to yourself first. Don't drag this kind of stuff into the marriage. And if you have drunk it into your marriage, figure out a way to get it out. And we're going to talk about that in a few. To those of you out there that when you're dating, you don't know where to set your bar. Set your bar where you want it to be. What is it that you're looking for? And when you're looking for something, make sure the person that you're dating is looking for that same thing. I don't want to be involved in the mention messiness. My cousin got killed so I don't cheat. Yeah, I don't have time to cheat. If you got that much free time on your hands, you're not satisfying me because I'm a handful. So by the time you finish rapping around with me, you ain't got time for nobody else. You like, oh, where's a bed? I need to go somewhere and rest. This woman done drug me up and down all day long, bugging me, do this, do that. Yeah, you got to keep them busy. Don't give them too much free time on their hand. Because if they got too much free time on their hand, then they start thinking that they can just be a fool and act a fool. So, we not doing that. We not doing that. We're going to leave this up for a little while, guys. Happy anniversary. And see, that's the thing too. Know what you want because so many people don't know what they want. One of my peoples that I was talking to about this subject was telling me that she met a young man. He never told her he was married with children or in a solid relationship. Laugh out loud, free time. And she started catching feelings for this guy, right? And it wasn't until when every night at a certain time he was never available. And then in the mornings he was never available to a certain time. And when she started telling me about it, I asked her, I said, well, is he married? Or is he with someone? And she was like, I never thought about it like that. I said, well, did you ask? So she asked. And he told her yes. So she said, well, why didn't you tell me this up front? You know what he said? You didn't ask me. You never asked. So remember to ask, what is your situation? And if they're dating other people and you don't want to sign up for that, you don't have to sign up for it. Dating other people, I'll tell them, okay, well, we could be cool, we can call once in a while, but I'm not looking to get myself involved in that because I don't hold a number. I'm getting too old to be standing up in lines. My knees get tired. So no, and I'm overweight, so I need to be able to get comfortable. Make me comfortable. Because if I'm not comfortable, then it's not making sense. I always ask questions and ask lots of questions too. And this is another one, guys. Sometimes a man will be separated from his wife, and he will say to you that he's not married. Now that's a tricky one because for me, I don't even want to be with you if you're separated and y'all still married. Because let me tell y'all something about law. Law plays a big role in things. He can sign all kind of stuff in your name, but when that man expires, that wife is his next of kin. Well, when that woman expires, that husband is the next of kin, and they have a whole lot of power. Trust me when I tell you this. So be very careful because a lot of people have walked away empty-handed and very heartbroken to someone they have been with for years because they were still married. So when you're getting into them type of situations, make sure you know what you're signing up for. Because if someone is not strong enough to get out of a situation before getting in with you, then you might want to pay attention to that. You got to get out of that, sweetie. That woman still has power over you. I don't think so because I'm going to tell you something else. When somebody is still holding on to a marriage, where do that really position you? Where do it position you? If you're still holding on to that, go on back over there. And welcome to the village, Malachi. Thank you for coming in. If I'm not divorced, if you're not divorced, you're still married. I know someone it happened to. You better know it. And we're not talking about this to be judgmental. We're helping people because these was a lot of the subjects and topics that was coming up as we was talking about this subject. And by me bringing it in here, I'm addressing them so that other people who may be saying, yep, that was me. I was going through that. Yep, I'm in that. They can get some insight also. Read in between the lines at the message that's coming out. Can I ask a question? Of course you can, sweetie pie. Of course you can. And we're trying to help people because there's a lot of people that done got themselves in these situations and they really don't know what to do and how they got here. So not only are we going to help you to get out, we're going to help you to not get in. When you see situations, you'll know, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to put myself in there because the last time I got in this situation, at the end of the day, I was the one that suffered, especially when someone is married. Because that man could sit there and tell you everything he want to tell you, but let him close his eyes. That woman get his social security. I don't care how many papers he signed. The government gonna say, sweetheart, that's between you and him. If he made you his medical power of attorney, he's deceased now. That's no good. That wife is gonna bury her husband. And I'm telling y'all this. This is the law. Go look it up. But some people don't know. They be thinking they sitting pretty here because he told me this and yeah, and she can't let that man pass and see how fast that turned the dust on you. You be sitting there, Jay, honey, go ask around. You have no power once he closes his eyes. That white. This is next. Hello, sweetie pie Ross and Queen Lovely C and Tilly's Creation. My wife passed in 2015. I'm just not ready to get involved again with a woman. Okay, I can understand that. I'm a widow and I just really recently started kind of getting out here and testing the waters and, trying to open my heart up to someone and allowing them to be able to come in and touch me in a certain type of way because I wasn't ready for it. But I think slowly I'm embracing the idea of being in love again and being able to share myself with someone else. DOG, sorry for your loss. Take your time. Exactly. No one can tell you when you're ready but you. And when you get to that place, just go slow. Don't do it. There's no relay race. Is it wrong to ask a man, is he bisexual? When you meet the man, I ask, because hey, this world has got a whole lot of people in it, honey. And there's nothing wrong because I'm gonna be honest. If I ask a man that and he get offended, I back off. Because a real man not gonna get offended. He gonna say, "Girl, no." And even if he lying, he gonna try to cover it up with a confident no, 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 no. And vice versa with women, because you have women too. We're not gonna ginger, you know. We got women that's bisexual, and I'm not here to bash anybody's sexuality. This is not what this is about. To each his own. Like I said, I don't judge nobody. Whoever you kiss is your business, right? But be honest. If you bisexual and you know sometimes you like to have something else, let me know. That way I can say no thank you and you can go on about your business. And vice versa. If I'm kissing girls, you need to know so you can decide whether you want to sign up for that or not, right? So that's all I'm saying is be honest. If you like a woman or a man and you like that too, hey, to each his own. I'm not judgmental, but be honest. Let that person know that's your situation. Therefore, if they want to get involved, at least they knew up front what they signed up for. I value my health. Amen. Thanks, sweetie. Yes, you got to ask that question. You better know it, Malachi. Thank you, Village. You're welcome. Yes, Malachi, I am a bill collector and FBI. All right now. Tanisha, we talked about coming with papers. These days, you better know no judgment here, right? We don't judge nobody because you know what I learned? And God will bring things to your door in your house when you start being judgmental of people. And I have learned over the years to be open to whatever people's lifestyles are. It don't make them a bad person. Even if somebody is living in a triangle, that's not my business. That's not what this is about. This is about people who wants to break away or not allow that to be a part of their lifestyle. But if someone is living in a triangle and they all signed up for it and they are consenting adults, that's not my business. Let's be clear. Because people have alternative lifestyles and different things that floats their boat. And I'm not here to be telling nobody how they should live their life. And I don't have no heaven or hell to put nobody in. So let's be clear about that. Yes, DLG, no shade to anyone. Right. I want to see STD and C19 negative paperwork. All right. Negative paperwork. All right. And there's nothing wrong with that either. Because I just recently was having this conversation with the person that I'm dating, right? I don't talk about him a lot, but I want to touch on this because it was recent. We were talking about when you get married, whether or not condoms should be worn in the marriage, right? I know y'all probably saying, what? But yeah, I could be a little weirdo sometimes. And I have this thing where sometimes I'll be thinking, what if a person did this? What if they did that? So that's another thing, right? When you're dating, do you ask your partner to wear protection? Are you one of them people that demand, hey, ain't nobody getting ready to lay down on me and not cover themselves? And if not, when you get to the point that you really want to go without condoms, are you ready to sit down and go and get a physical together and then go through a certain period for the results to be done over again before we stop using protection if that's what we choose to do? Because I'm so grateful. I've never had an STD in my life. I thank the Lord. And one of the reasons why I believe it is because I'm particular. If you spread yourself thin, I don't want to be with you. And that was one of the reasons why my oldest child father and I didn't work. He wasn't a bad man, but he couldn't keep his zipper up. And he was the kind of man that if somebody opened their legs and they said you willing, he would be able. You understand? And I had to let that go because during that time, HIV was blazing like hot fire. And I didn't want to get sick because you can't keep your manhood to yourself. So that's a whole nother subject when somebody just can't keep it to themselves and they don't know how to be faithful. And then they want to cry when you don't want to be with them. But come on, we got to do the right thing. Protection is key, yes. Safety first, and I don't think it's a problem in a relationship to wear condoms. Okay. I think that's a fair question, and I'm glad y'all saying this because I think I'm a weirdo sometimes when I be saying things and guys be like, what? And I be like, yeah. And who you deal with? What kind of people you been with, you know? And I told him, I said, well, I don't have unprotected sex. When I get to that point with someone, we got to figure this out because I don't want something. I got too old to be walking around here with herpes and all kind of stuff. And I'm not STD shaming anyone or judging anyone who may have an STD or whatever the case may be. But that's something that I've just always been frightened of, scared to death to catch something from somebody. And let me tell y'all, honey, I've ran my race, but honey, you're not getting ready to just think you're rolling up in this. Always keep yours in your own purse and have different sizes in case you can't fit this. Let me see what size this one is. We got something for you. You're not written, no. You got to take care of you. So always be able to let a person know if that's not what you want, you got a mouth and that's what it's for. No, no, you can't. And if you do slip up and do it, don't keep doing it. Catch yourself and say, okay, I slipped now. I know, And so you don't slip, just always have them handy. That way you know, there you go. And if he don't act like he know how to get it popping, you get to working it out for yourself. Well, cousin, you know we have a brain like a man. We are all women. Yes, we are all women. Yes, we think. We ain't getting ready to let you sizes and flavors, right? I'm going to keep it clean, y'all. Edith Williams and family. Hi, sweetheart. Welcome. Come on in. Y'all say hello to Edith. Good evening. When I look at your screen, I see DOD with your head being the O. laughed out loud. Oh, you're right with this background. How cool is that? I'm DOD in the place to be. You're right. You would notice that. But yes, let's move on. Let's get down to the meat and potato. Another thing, do not start dragging your side piece around your loved one. They don't want you dragging that around them. You cheating on the person that you married to or with, and 9 times out of 10, your family know them. And now you're involving them because now they have to deal with the stress of, oh, when she find out or he find out, it's gonna be a problem because you done drug me in, and now they looking at me like I was involved in. In all reality, I was hoping you wouldn't come this way. Don't bring that over here because now I've got to explain what I knew, right? Or somebody be mad at me because they saying, well, she had it over there, she know better. Now I'm gonna get all the blame for what you doing wrong. So don't even bring it around your family, and especially your children. To me, it's nothing more disrespectful than when you have children and you're doing that and you're bringing it around your children. I personally feel that that's a no-no. And if it's anybody in this room that don't have one another and you want to go behind the scenes and leave each other a comment and link up, feel free. Talisha and Malachi does not network, but if you want to link up with Sweetie Pie, DOD, Edith, Queen Lake, Lovely C, y'all feel free to go behind the scenes and link up if you want to, because there's nothing wrong with having a fun Friday, be talking and taking it from there. And thank you for coming in, Edith. Right, don't bring it around your children, because you know something that I see. A lot of children pick up those same behaviors. If your children see you cheating all the time, they tend to be that same exact thing in a relationship. They grow up with learned behavior. Some don't, but most do. They done seen you cheating and dragging people in and out and don't have no kind of, chill mode. Oh shoot, I'm doing it. I bring who I want up in here. And as soon as you get ready to say, you don't do that here. Well, you did this. I saw you doing that. You drove everybody. Everybody. And now you stand there like, okay. So don't bring that around your children. I will never put my children in a position to have to lie for me. If something was wrong, and whoever I was with went to them and said, well, did you see your mama? They got to stand there. No, you saw it, didn't you? No, they could say no and stand up underneath it because I would never put them in that situation. So don't put your babies in that situation. The question that I was asked also, and I want y'all to listen really clearly to this question before you answer it. Okay, if someone gets pregnant, right, in a situation where the man is married, now he's saying you can't keep this baby. And she's saying, yes, I can. I don't believe in abortion. So now he's saying, okay, that's it. This relationship needs to end. But he still has not told his wife that there's a child out here or vice versa. Would you tell the wife that you are carrying her husband's child? Would you want that wife to know that this is your husband's baby? It gets deep. I keep telling y'all, when you come into this village, you get down to the meat and potato of things. It's time to start answering some questions. Who you tell her? Ooh, we tell her with a smoking gun. We tell her with a smoking gun. Woo. And you know something? This is exactly what be happening. Okay, sweetie pie, you said I would tell her. I'm not a woman, but I would because she shouldn't have made the baby. Hey, okay. Now, my thing is this, right? I want to flip the coin over to the other side now and ask if your relationship partner came in and told you that they were either pregnant by someone else or they were they impregnated someone else, would you work through it with them? Would you stay? Yes, the woman should tell her. Hence, she's better be ready for some problems. Yep, yep, and yep. Because these things happen, people. People get out here and they're having fun until all of a sudden everything starts to bust loose at the seams. And this don't happen in one place. This happened all over the universe. And this been happening since the beginning of times. Malachi, you are too funny about cussing because you shouldn't have made the baby. Hey, it happens. But that's why you gotta be careful when you're putting yourself in these situations because things will go wrong quick. And before you know anything, you're trying to figure out how did this happen? How did I get there? No, I will not stay, but I would encourage him to be a good father, the best father he can be. Okay, let me say this, right? I want to ask you, would you feel the same way if you had a relationship with someone and the relationship was pretty okay outside of that situation? They took care of the house, they did right by you, they showed you love, but they went out there and impregnated someone. Would you still leave or would you decide to say, okay, let's figure this out? Or would that be the deal breaker to say, nah, this ain't gonna work, you done messed up. That's it. There's no talking, no working it out. You might as well get on out with her and be the best family you can be over there because it's not coming through this door. Because some people make that decision, right? They decide, no, no, we're not doing that. Or they do like Beyonce. You can pay child support, but they're not a part of this family. Okay, okay. Before that beehive come over here and tear me up. Bad joke. Shout out to Beyonce. I'm with you, sweetie pie Ross. Okay, deal breaker. Okay, deal breaker for me. Too bad Brody not in here because if Alex Doe was in here, the thunder that came behind that deal breaker. You hear me? Where's Alex? Shout out to Alex Doe. Alex Doe had a both arrows sitting deal breaker. Deal breaker. Okay, I'm gonna say this. That's one of the worst things you can have happen to you is someone go out there and bring a whole nother child into the relationship. And I've seen people work through it. And I'm not here to say that they was not, smart to work through it. I'm not going to say they were, not smart if they decided to move on. But I tell you one thing, it's not easy. Even working through it can be rough because that's a constant reminder. And did you ever notice when that happened, that child look more like that person than the children you have with them. You'd be like, goodness, this is a carbon copy of this person's thing. That happened to me. Wow, sweetie pie. Alex Doe would love this topic. Shout out to Alex Doe. Yes, I feel you got her pregnant, so you like enough to make a baby. I'm out. Hey, hey, to each his own, but no, I would be working things out because I would never be able to, I wouldn't be working things out because I wouldn't be able to trust him again. All right now, my aunt stayed. God bless her soul. Amen. Queen C, I'm with you. Well, let me tell you something, right? There would be no trust afterwards. I think it's difficult. There's a difference between cheating, getting caught cheating, and getting caught with a child. I don't know if we can work past the cheating by itself, right? I would have to ask God and I would have to consider a lot of things to really say, okay, do you give up? But I'm going to tell y'all something about me. And y'all zoom in close. And don't y'all forget this. Never let someone take and upset your world. I used to do that. But if I got to the point where you was caught cheating now, I would have a different strategy. No, you're not going to get them because you want them, right? That's why you got yourself knocked up, right? No, I'm not going to let you have them just like that because then you would think you won. And I can't just let you win just like that, right? So I'm going to let him stay until I feel like I had it for him. Till I feel like now it's time after I done let you see why you don't do this to nobody. Now you can have him. But I'm not going to just throw him out right away and let her feel like, yay, I got him. No, I'm going to let you see that you'll get him when I'm ready for you to have him. When I'm ready to say, now here, get your rank stank self out of here. Because now that I proved to this person that you was going to stay, I decided I want you anymore. Now get to getting. Get to getting. Don't put him out right away. Don't let her get it just like that, because then she gonna really be cocky with it, right? Like, I got that man, honey. You can have him now, because guess what? I don't want him. Go on, get. Yeah, I done got country down here in the South. Get. You know how they say it? How they say it in the South, ladies? Get your no good self out of here. Get. Yeah, sometimes you can't let people upset you and shake you up and down. You got to shake them when you get ready to. No, because I used to be that type of woman. If I catch you doing something, no, you got to go. No, you're not going. Because they do good stuff when they in that doghouse, right? You can get them to do some stuff they ain't done in a month of Sundays when they in that doghouse, right? So you better get what you can get while the getting is good, right? Then when you feel like you sick and tired of letting him just get on your nerves trying to brown nose, then you decide, okay, let me take him out his misery. Get. Yeah, you can't just let no woman think she done got you. Nuh-uh, baby, you won't pop rock me. You could upset me if you wanted to in Cardi B voice. Not me. Get out now, right now. That's queen. Oh no, I can't let you get out that easy. I wouldn't be the queen love bug number one if I did. She must remember how you got him is how you lose them. You better know it. And most of the time when you tell a man go, they don't want to. They don't want to. Now they're gonna be mad at you. When they do get over there to you, they're gonna be real mad. And then ain't gonna be no peace over there. And sometimes it might be for a little while. But honey child, let me tell you, whenever a man have a baby with a woman and that newness fell off, it always hit the ground. When all that responsibility start kicking in. And a lot of men ain't ready for all that responsibility and nobody whining and getting on their nerves. They be right back, right? I will not be able to stand him. Edith, so true. I'm the one to set eyes on him. Right. And don't even look this way. Don't. And you definitely ain't getting no sex, right? You just done messed that up for yourself. So if you decide to stay around here, you just staying around here. Don't touch me. Don't kiss me. Don't. No. 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 Mm-mm. You done messed that up for yourself. So whatever made you go out there, you might as well go on back over there for some sex because you ain't getting none over here. Sorry. And I don't believe in holding out on sex being a deal breaker in your marriage. But when you do something like that, go on back. Go on finish. Go on and finish. I would not want to set my eyes on them. Okay. Now, the thing is when you make a mistake like that, how do you forgive yourself? Because you got to recover. You cannot stay in that space. Even though you're wrong, you got to forgive yourself so that you can move on and do whatever to get yourself back on track. So now you got to sit down and say, God, forgive me. And you have to repent, right? That's the first step is saying, Father, help me. Come on. You got to get into some truth now. Help me. Help me figure this out. Help me. And help me not to let this happen again. Because the thing that I want people to understand, and we're being serious right now, is when you repent, it don't mean just say, God, forgive me. It means to also change. Change the behavior. Stop being that. So when you repent, make sure you remember to change the behavior and stop being that. Just talking about how sorry he is. Oh no, I'll be with a new man and everything. I'll be with a new man and everything. All right. I don't know if I want to be with a new man yet because I'm still salty and I don't want to drag you into this baggage I've got going on over here because sometimes you don't need a new man yet, right? You need to heal and just breathe through what you're going through, right? Because now this new man come in and he's going to wear the baggage that that man left behind. Where you going? Where you at? Oh, what you doing? Because you just done been cheated on. And a baby done came out of it. So I'm going to take my time. I'm going to proceed slowly with getting a new man. But baby, I'm going to just sit back and I'm going to pray and I'm going to repent from being so mad and I'm going to let you hang yourself. I've learned when you sit back and be patient, people tend to hang themselves. Just sit back. I'm going to make his life a living HELL, and you still getting out my money. Getting out. Where's my money? Put my money on that dresser before you leave, too. Tanisha is a mess. Exactly, Tanisha said, need a dash, right? Oh, she got an amen corner going now. Everybody getting ready to put him out with no money. He ain't gonna have a dime to call his own. Something like that hurts. And then I forgave him and I forgave myself for making him feel bad for what he did. Wow. That's at Queen Love Buck Healing. Good evening, host and chat. Hey, brown girl Bella. Welcome to the chat, sweetie. Come on in. We're talking about a good topic about how do you stop being a side chick or piece and so on and so forth. So jump right on in. Everybody welcome her in. Nice to come on in. I've seen you before. Come on in and just state your case. Everybody's welcome. And let me tell you something, right? We're going to stand in some real truth right now. It's not easy to forgive. And I'm working on forgiveness right now because I push people away from me. They can keep going. I have conditioned myself to not even miss them. My heart don't miss love like that. And maybe that's not a good thing, but once I channel in my head, I'm done with you, I could care less. And I don't even want to say stuff like dead to me and stuff like that because I don't like to say those kind of things, but that's just me. I really don't let stuff like that get to me. When you have been done a certain way most of your life, you get to a place where you can digest it and keep going without it even really shaking you up too much. And it's not really a good thing because sometimes guys will tell me like, dang, you cold hearted. We get into a little misunderstanding and you just stop calling me, and if I wouldn't have called you back, you probably would have never called me. You're right. I wasn't gonna call you. That was my intention. If you wouldn't have called back, no, I wasn't gonna call you. Because once I get myself in that mindset, goodbye, I don't care. I already dismissed you. Sweetie Pie, why you feeling bad? He cheated, not you. Right, and you have to not feel bad when somebody keeps doing crazy, crazy, crazy stuff. True, I don't wish death on no one. No, I don't wish that. But I bet you one day, I wish you to get on out of here and don't look back. Because that's another thing with me. I don't break up with you until I'm done with you. When I'm done with you, it's hard for you to come back. When I say it's over, it's difficult for you to come back. And if Alex Doe was in here, he would be tearing that down because you ain't coming back. It's not coming back. You can cry a river. You're not coming back. Is when I say I'm done, I'm done. Now we might have had a misunderstanding, and I said just leave, just go, give me some time and space. Okay, there's room for repair. But when I say I'm done and I do this, it's a done deal. That's that look that's saying you not coming back. Don't even ask, and cut off all communication. Block them on everything, phone, social media, doorbell, everything. Don't you come here. It's a done deal. To move past what happened to me, Talisha. Facts, we can dismiss you quickly. Yes, you get sick and tired of being sick and tired. Because let me tell y'all, right? I grew up with both of my parents in the house, and most of us, Talisha did too. And when I went out into my first relationship with my kid's father, I thought that's how my relationship would be. But welcome to the real world. It wasn't like that. And what he taught me, I came to him with so much love in my heart. But he was the opposite. He didn't have that kind of love in his life. So the kind of love I was giving him, he didn't even know how to receive. Okay? And not in that stage in our life. He didn't know how to receive it. And he would always tell me, you so sweet, you so sweet. He didn't know what sweet looked like. Okay? Yes, the Queen of Talisa. He cheated, so how are you moving past his mistake? Right, and that's the thing. Sometimes we take on the bag and somebody else did. We start feeling like, what did I do wrong? Or maybe if I would have known, you did that because you chose to, because we could have communicated if there was a problem, right? We could talk about what that problem is. This is so interesting. Thumbs up. And that's right. Don't forget to thumbs up the stream. And if you're watching on the playback, remember to thumbs up the stream. Thank you. And also remember to leave comments and let me know what you're thinking. Tell me what's on your mind. Because other people can learn from you that's coming in on the playback also. Just because you missed the live stream does not mean that you missed out on the say so. Leave a comment. And this is important. You know how many people I talk to that's going through this or something like this, or they met somebody and he done told them he's single, and the next thing you know, he come telling them he got all these kids and women and oh. And that's another thing. If you told me you got 2 kids when I met you, I wish you would come to me telling me you got some more children out there. That's another deal breaker. You denying your children. You didn't tell me about your babies because you want to get in. That ain't cool. That's another sign of a low life. If you would sit here and deny your children to make sure you secure yourself in a relationship, the woman or man that's dealing with you need to think twice about why. Are you desperate that you're going to stay with somebody that denied their children? That's another deal breaker for me. I don't care if I got children lined up from the front to the back. You hear me? These are my babies. I was raising 5 kids at one point. My 2 and 3 of my nieces and nephews. And let me tell you something, honey. If you was in my life, we had 5 kids. And if you had a few, drag them on in here. But I walk down the street and they be like, oh, she got 5 kids and they all like stair steps. And I would still keep on going. But you know what? Men will always be like, oh, they so clean, they so neat, they well mannered. And I always had somebody in my face, even though I had 5 babies trailing with me. You hear me? So if somebody gonna like you, they gonna like you. You don't deny your babies for nobody. That's a deal breaker, sweetie. Moving past the pain to move on, you have to forgive yourself, even though he was wrong, so I can move past the relationship, so I can have a good relationship now in life. Not all men are bad. Okay, I understand what you're trying to say. You're not moving past, you're not forgiving or moving past what he did. You're moving past your pain so you can be healthy. I think you worded it wrong. I think what she was trying to say is I had to forgive so that I can be whole and healed. So when I meet someone new, I can be healthy for that and not dragging this pain into something new. Sweetie pie, okay, I know not all men are bad, but I don't take no one baggage. If I did you wrong, yes. I am 49 years old and I'm not apologizing for something I did not do wrong. Did sure did. That's right. My son always came first. You better know it. You better know it. I don't care if I had 90 children. If somebody said, how many kids you got? 90. 90 beautiful children that I love. And if you plan on being here, you better get to loving them too. And then I don't like when a guy say, well, I didn't get along with the mother, so I just didn't be bothered. And some of these women can be a hot mess, and I testify about what I know personally. But at some point, you have to still keep trying to get back in your kid's life. You don't just walk away and not take care of your babies in no kind of way. Don't even mention you own them. True, Talisha. Yeah, your babies come first because you got people like that. How many kids you got? One. Now you're in a relationship. Oh, baby, I didn't really tell you about my daughter. She's 21 and she live over here. And then I got another son. He 14. He been looking for me. He done contact my sister. Well, you ain't told me about neither one of them. They done contact your sister. You don't have no contact with your kids? And sometimes that done been the side piece, right? She wasn't allowed to be a part of. Or you in a whole relationship and they got a child out there you don't know nothing about. Man and woman alike, they done had it on you. Why you gaining all that weight? Leave me alone. I just eat and start kicking and knocking all over the place. Stop! I got a tumor. I gotta go back to the doctor. 9 months later, you done spun the trim. Your mama done adopted a kid or something. Come on now. It happens. Real men or women will not deny their children. You better know it. I wouldn't care if kids was leaking out of me all day long. I'm not getting ready to deny nobody here. You don't want to be a part of, then you have that right. But I'm not getting ready to deny my baby for nobody, no day of the week. And I never treated my nieces and nephews any different. People couldn't tell who was who. They would say, wait a minute, which one is yours? Don't worry about that. These are all my babies. And Talisha's son, he grew up with them, and he was my baby too. And they was her babies. They all was real, real close. We ain't play that. And when somebody came around, if they did for one, they had to do for all of them. You bought a bag of chips, you had to count each one of them kids and bring them all a bag back, or bring a big bag back. But you weren't going to single them out and mistreat nobody either. I'm back, you all. I was at the mall. Okay, shopaholic. You should have took us with you then. Ah, shop, Rico, my favorite pastime. You better know it. True. Okay, let's move on. Okay, this is a good one because it will help touch on what you was just talking about, sweetie pie. After being done like this, how do you get yourself together and be healthy to be able to date again? Okay. And y'all can put what y'all like in as I'm talking. For me, I like to pray and I like to ask God to take the pain and take the bitterness and take the anger. Come on, let's stand in some truth. Because you're mad, right? You're mad and you got to get past being mad because when you're mad, you make bad decisions, right? So God, take that from me. Take all that anger out of me and bitterness from being disappointed and done wrong because that's being done wrong. So I want to pray on it first. And then I want to say, okay, how do I get myself in a healthy space? For me, I like to start working out, fast, all of that, because now I want to get all of this together. This and the body, the mind and body, is going to come together stronger as you working out fasting and just cleaning yourself out. Just detox, get all that toxicity out of you, right? Now you're feeling a little bit better, but you may still have some little pain. And if you need to seek counseling, seek counseling. Ain't nothing wrong with seeking counseling. Take time for yourself and pray and date yourself for a minute, right? And come up with a standards for yourself. What is it that you want? Because a lot of times, if you ask grown people, what do they want? They don't even know. What are you looking for? What is it that you want? So when you start dating someone, you know what you're looking for and whether or not they are it. Me, I will talk to God because He's the only one that got me through my situation. Oh, testify, yes. We go to Pratt. Hope you got some good sales. I know that's right. I didn't date for a while, pray and cried, and I just kept myself busy. So true, Malachi. Right, and I'm going to tell you something else, sweetie pie. And this is not just for sweetie pie, but for anybody that's out there and you finding yourself in these situations more than once, right? More than once. Then you have to start asking yourself, okay, how do I stop this cycle from repeating itself? What do I look for when I'm dating, right? Because we all want to be able to still be able to be healthy in dating, right? We go back to the standards that you set for yourself. And be careful with being snowballed because sometimes people send their representative when they meet you. I'm feeling back to my delicious self that I had to go to the mall and get some sexy things. But this new chemo med is giving me the blues though. But I hope, but I got this. I hope you do. You do. We ask God to cover you right now in the blood of Jesus. Touch your health right now. Touch your mind, touch your heart, touch your spirit in the name of Jesus. Fill it with joy and happiness in the name of Jesus. I took a good, I took a good look at myself and I try to figure out what I want for myself. Right, right. That's it. You have to know what you want, sweetie. What do I want from a man? If a man said to you right now, what do you want from me? What would it be? You have to be able to tell him. And I'm saying this because there was times when guys would ask me that. They would say, well, what do you want? And I would go, now he put me on the spot, right? And I'm sitting there like, okay, so true. When you know who you are and what you want, it's a lot easier to know what to look for in a potential partner. Let me put these glasses on. I'm holding them in my hand, right? What purpose are they serving in my hand? At Rico the Brat, prayers to you from Brown Girl. Thank you. That's so sweet. I wasn't even looking at tags today. Laughed out loud, Talisha. I was happy to be out and about. Amen. But to put it like this, you made it so you had enough money. Thanks, family. Prayer for Rico. Thanks, Bob. Right, right, right. Let me tell you. The worst thing that can happen to you is you get out of a toxic situation and you get into another toxic situation because you done started the same cycle of destruction. Good night, host. I really enjoyed watching. Good night, Edith, and thank you for coming in. We enjoyed you. So we have to stop the toxicities, guys. And even with ourselves, how do we be better? How do we stop accepting any old thing? I told y'all I would never get out of a relationship and be single. It took years for me to say, be by yourself. I would not leave one until I had somebody lined up over here. That's standing some truth. My cousin will tell you, I had it going on. I'll be like, okay, I'm about sick of him now. Let me see which one of these over here I want to drag to the table. And as quick as he go out the door, I'll be like, well, okay, you ready? You ready for me? You ready to fill my life? And now here comes somebody else. And now we playing house and having a good time and, enjoying life for however long that lasts. Then I get sick of him. Okay, he back over here. Who else I got over here waiting in the bushes? Okay, I'm about sick of him. What's up with you? Are you trying to get over here and do right? Yeah. Okay, let me let him know he got to go. Bah! Don't make it look like I'm the only one that did that because there's too many doing it. So don't y'all make it look like I'm the only one that was doing that. I wouldn't let nobody out before somebody else was right here. And then I had to learn that's what's wrong. You're not giving yourself a break. It was years that I had not been single. Not one day. You went today and last night he was already in my tail waiting for you to go out the door. And sometimes help kick you out the door, right? Come on, let's stand in some truth. It don't make it right. But hey, I love you guys for real, for real. I love all of your energy and vibes and giving me energy to make it to the next day. I swear I had days I didn't want to be here no more. And I love you all for that, etc. Oh, we love you too. And it happens. Sometimes you just feel tired of being sick and different things. Some of us have had our own share of health issues. Rico. I suffered a bad spinal injury years ago, and it was a rough ride for me. And I was going through a whole lot of back surgeries and being in a wheelchair and hurting all day, every day, and not being myself anymore. And it was a rough ride. So whenever someone is not feeling well, I promise you, I am one of the most understanding people. And many of us have been through other health issues. I was going through the chronic asthma for a while where I could barely breathe, and this was going on like every other day. I was back in the hospital. They'll get me together, send me home. A couple of hours later, I'm right back, can't breathe again. And they'll say, okay, let's keep her. Let's try to get her together. Send me home. I'll last a day or two. I'm right back. So believe me, I have compassion for people when they are not feeling good. I have came on this live stream, and little do y'all know I was making it by winging a prayer. As soon as I logged off of here, I was running for medications in the bed. That's how much pain I was in my back or barely breathing, coughing. But we make it, and that's what a village is about, helping each other, empowering each other, giving each other awareness and healing, bringing topics in here that can help somebody. It's not to look down at people or judge people. It's to let them know you're not by yourself. This is real life, and real life have real issues. And some people like to sit in their little bubble and pretend to be perfect. I ain't never did nothing wrong. Look at them over there. They all got this and that going on. But you know what? God is smiling because He's saying, look at my children. They're helping people. They're taking whatever they have been through and they're using it to empower someone else, to give them solutions they may not have and how to get out of situations. So don't ever feel that if you're not feeling too good and you come in here, and that goes for anyone, y'all let us know so we can lift you up. And even if you're sitting home and you're not able to log in, you can always come to my door on comments and say, Queen, pray for me. And believe me, if you say it is so, because I am an interceder. I do intercede for people. So that's what my gift is. I pray. I'm a praying warrior. For those of you that don't know, I'm an intercessor. DOD, my phone died, but I'm back. Welcome back, bro. Right, no judgment, right? Because some people they'll sit in the bushes and they'll watch everything you said, and ooh, child, did y'all see what she said? Yes, I have no shame, honey, because I have repent for the things I've done wrong in life, and God has taken my pain and turned it into my testimony, and He is using me for me to get out here all over platforms, all over the universe, and touch people's heart because I'm genuine and I'm from the heart. And who better to touch the people than people that can relate? That people don't feel like you looking down your nose at them or you think you better than them. And you sitting in your big hat and you're clutching your pearls every time somebody says something like you better than them. No, you're not better than nobody. Because a real Christian is going to be able to understand other people's demise. So you cannot sit back and, look down your nose at people because they have struggles. We all struggle somewhere in life. I feel I feel we all learn from our bad behaviors. We live, learn, and we grow. Amen. Someone needs a new phone. Shaking my head. True, Rico. Someone needs to buy me a phone. I don't even know why y'all be coming for DOT. That's my spirit animal because he sits on ready. I mean, he be ready. DOT, him and that Alex and that blue jeans, they be ready, honey. They tickle me. I be in here cracking up because that's something I would have said was true. Huh, is you gonna buy me a phone? I love my sisters and brothers because this is what family do, right? If you can't poke at each other, then why even be in each other's presence and have a good time with each other? Trump is being sent Walter Reed to Walter Reed Hospital. I'm gonna be nice. I'm gonna sit in here and say, y'all pray for Trump. Y'all pray for him. Okay, Holy Spirit, I know the right thing to do is pray for Trump. Okay, praying for Trump in Jesus' name. Amen. Whew. Mm. Don't y'all look at me. Don't y'all dare look at me. I can read your mind through the screen. Oh my, I hope he doesn't leave there. Oh, I'm not going to even touch that. I'm going to sit over here and be a saint right now. I'm going to leave that alone. They said if you don't have nothing nice to say, just pray, right? Yeah, buddy, that's a tough one for me. You better know we human, right? We are human, and that man done ran this country down in the ground. You hear me? Woo! We a step from being Kizzy and Kunta, huh? You better know it if you didn't recognize where you been. You must be in a bubble. But we should not wish bad for people, right? I try my best not to be that. Lord knows I'm struggling. But that man there, he done ran this country down in the ground. Well, guys, it's Friday. It's Fun Friday. And I have covered the whole lot in here today. But I want to ask you all because I'd like to give you an opportunity if any of you have anything that you want to talk about or laugh about or vibe about. Is there anything y'all want to talk about? If you want to talk about something, put it in the stream and we'll take it from there. And to piggyback what you said, Malachi, okay, what you want to talk about, DOD? There are times when we have to really ask God to, just work a little harder because we're human and Sometimes we just look at certain situations and say, this is senseless. We still don't even have a stimulus package, and there's people out here that have nothing. So I can't respect a person that is holding out and not doing right by people. Okay. Um, DOD, can you please define cuffing so that everyone in attendance will know what cuffing is, and we will be able to, stay with you, because I don't even know what cuffing is. So what exactly is cuffing? It's time to go to school, y'all. My brother, teach us. I think I'm dated. I want to ask you this. Are you into cuffing? And are you into cuffers? Let's start there. I'll wait. Cuffing is being with your significant other. Cuffing. Okay. See, that's why I asked, because I wasn't sure where we was going with this, right? Who don't like to cuddle? Raise their hand. Because I am cuddly, so I love to cuddle. I love to be affectionate, right? There's a difference between intercourse and affection. And I'm naturally affectionate. Wait. Sex, talking, loving each other. Oh, you didn't add on that the first time. DOD, you have a woman, right, in a relationship. Sweetie, yes, I do. Right, so who you going to call? Because everybody in here is not on the market for nobody that got a lady already. We trying to find somebody we can put out of. We're trying to have to be in the situation we trying to get people out of. This darn phone, that's what I forget to get a new phone. I cracked this one earlier bad. Well, you was out shopping and you didn't get you a phone. Come on now. Sweetie, she has big eyes in the room. Laughed out loud. That's right. Brown girl was like, huh? What? What he talking about? How they said, what you talking about, Willis? Well, in a relationship, I do. There's nothing wrong with being affectionate, right? And having a good time with your partner. If you can't have a good time with your partner, then what's the purpose of being together? I don't never want to be that couple that you always over here doing something and I'm always over there doing something. No, I'd like to be in your face. Yeah, I'm like that little puppy that's like this. That's me. Yeah, I like attention and I like to be in your face a lot. So if you don't like that, you wouldn't like me. Because I'm annoying, guys. I'm annoying. I am so annoying. But I gotta really like you to be like that. If I don't really like you, you can do what you want. But if I really like you, oh, you gotta give me attention. Now we'll give you space because I'm big on space. Everybody needs their private space, right? Everybody need a moment to say, okay, give me a minute to breathe. So I don't want to just be a smother pot when you're like, oh, she don't gonna sit down on my face 5 minutes. Sweetie Pie said, okay, brown girl, what you think? Like she over there put her eyes in like, how them old folks said, mm-hmm. She wants all eyes on her. Okay, but if she want all eyes on her, when did you have the time to cuff somewhere else? Exactly. It's a complete difference between liking and loving somebody. It's all about the connection and vibe between the two. That's right. That's right. I don't want to just be somebody's human mattress. They lay on you, do 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 do. When they finish, they push you onto the side. All right, let me go back in there and smoke me a cigarette and watch the game or play the game. Or let me see what Jimbo doing. What? I love to cuddle, and when I get back in a relationship, I would love to cuddle. I must admit, I really miss cuddling. Aww, gotta cuddle. I am the man cuffer, his side cuffer, and the one to go upside his head. If he doesn't stop, I'm just joking. Oh, I was getting ready to say, I think we might have to have another block party, ladies. We gonna have to sing DOD. They talking about going upside his head and whatnot. I'm with you, brown girl. I never said I want a side cover. I just said bringing up a topic to talk about. Okay, you really didn't. But okay, are you the type of man that likes to give a lot of attention to your lady? Like, how many of you in here are givers? Because there is a such thing as a giver. And we're going to be clean. Don't nobody please step out of boundaries because you know this is a channel that has a whole lot of Christians in here. And I don't want anybody on the playback to be like, what is going on in that channel? So please let's stay respectful. And you know the Lord is in the midst of us. So let's stay respectful. Okay, let me make sure we got this right. Is DOD and Brown Girl, are y'all in a relationship? Because if y'all in a relationship, let folks know you in a relationship so we not sitting here going, what in the world going on up in here? Well, somebody, thank you for telling me. I am the man cuffer, his side cuffer, and the one he go upside his head if he doesn't stop. Okay, I got it. Cool. And that's good. I'm glad y'all in here together because now I can ask better questions, right? Brown girl, do you find DOD to be romantic? That's we gonna put him on the spot. I did inform you that she is my cuffer. Okay, okay. Well, you did say that. I guess I'm just slow, right? So you have to, when you come in here, everyone that's watching this on the playback, and you are a couple, say this is my significant other, my lady, my man. That way I'm not slow, and we can give that respect because I'm really respectful. And when someone is in a relationship, I do like to make sure that everyone knows that they're in a relationship so that respect is given to your partner. And that goes both ways in this village. We like to keep it fun, but also keep it clean. And I would never want to overstep my boundaries in anyone's relationship or someone else overstep their boundaries. And we just laughing and joking around, but they really just don't know. So thank y'all for bringing that to our attention. Okay, so you enjoy cuffing and all of this and all of that. Okay, but I want to ask you then, are you romantic? Ooh, romantic? Yes, at times he is. Mm, mm. I think you might have to step your game up, DOD. DOD said he was the, but DOD said he was that though. Right. Look, Aw. At times. But okay, I can get that too because everybody have a moment when they say, oh, not everybody is all the time. But I guess it balances itself out, right? Brown girl. Right, he did say he was in a relationship, sweetie pie, but I didn't know that brown girl Bella was his other half. I can't be romantic all the time. She has to miss it to appreciate it. How many of y'all agree with him? I don't agree. I don't agree. You're supposed to constantly raise your bar so you can be romantic all the time, but you just keep raising your bar. And if I'm wrong, y'all stop me. Because I want a person to be romantic all the time. I want romance. I want that thunder. Do I ask for too much? But I give it back. I'm not selfish. But yeah, I want romance. He just did something very sweet for my birthday at the Queen. Oh, did he? Okay. Well, you sound pretty happy with it. And that's the main thing. If you're happy with the level of romance that you have with your mate and being able to have a nice, comfortable intimacy, cuffing, and so on and so forth. As Sweetie Pie Ross, obviously, Jay, he is talking ish right now, laughed out loud. Well, he wouldn't be a man if he wasn't, right? He got to save himself. That's nice, DLD. Treat her good, and she is a queen. She is DLD. Treat her like the queen she is. Yes, and that's beautiful. You know, I don't know if y'all familiar with Blue Jeans and Cubs Den, but they are a couple, and they come in here a lot. And the thing that I find that I really enjoy about them is they're confident in their relationship and they both interact with other people and have a nice time. And they know that when this live stream goes off and these people go into their worlds, we're leaving here together, and that's how that's going to be. And I think that's amazing when you can accompany each other online as well as offline and be assured that it's fine. I don't want nobody up in there. You know I ain't thinking about them folks. Laugh out loud, BTV. And Sweetie Pie, thank you, Dave. Sweetie Pie, yes, I will always treat her very good. Aw, he done got mushy on the shawl. Hi, CTOG on the mushy. Oh, we got to make sure y'all share this stream out. Y'all better share this stream out to everybody that you know. They're going to see mushy DOG. DOG mushy. Oh, I love Cubs and her hubby. Yeah, they are so adorable. And I think it's a good thing. I love it. We do too, Brown Girl. Yes, they are really just everything. And then they're so supportive. And I think that when you're dating someone, as a young man that I'm dating right now, he has not been a part of this channel yet. And I'm not sure when I may allow him to be, if I will. But it has to take some time before I get there. I don't want to bring anyone into my channel until I'm certain that you're in my life the way you should be. Because getting somebody out of your channel can be a whole nother subject. So let's just keep it simple for now. Oh, DLD, I did share this out. Oh, I did share this out. Yes, everybody got to see DLD in his other way. Because see, with DLD, I like the fact that he's straight up, right? And y'all know that's just me. I've always kind of been towards people that are straight up. And sometimes when people are straight up and they tell it like it is, not everybody can take them because not everybody can handle the truth. You don't see a whole lot of people come in this village because this village is where the Holy Ghost truth is going to take place. And some people come in here and something may fall in here and it may be a word and it may hurt their feelings and they may never come back another day in their life because you don't know what shift is going to take place here. So I always tell people when you come in here with an open mind and an open heart to learn and maybe even be rebuked because you don't never know what's going to happen. It happens to me too sometimes, and I have to say, okay, I see where this is going and how to handle myself, right? But I've always respect that. I've always respect people that's straight up. And when I met D.O.D. and I came into his channel, he would talk about a lot of straight up facts about the way black people was treated or different things that's going on in the world. And you know, sometimes he comes hardcore with it. And some people may not understand hardcore. But where I come from, hardcore is hardcore. Take it or leave it. So, you know, that's why I just always thought he was a cool dude. This is me. Tell me straight, not fake. Yep, I agree, sweetie. I'll be right back, guys. Money calls. Okay, Rico, bring us some lunch back or dinner. What time is it? Bring back some food with you. Bring some chicken wings or something back. I got to go over there to Shanique's Dreams house. They eat over in that house. She always cooking over there. I like need to make my way round over there and be a part of that family. Shout out to Shanique's Dreams. She's another cool one. But I like that. I like that. And as to Brown Girl, how do you feel about being in a relationship with your partner and y'all both are on YouTube? Do you find it challenging? Shout out to Dreams. That's Shanique Dreams. And you know what? I seen you around, Brown Girl. I actually seen you around in a few places. Shout out to my bishop. Thank you. My bishop is so cool, man. He is so cool. He said he loved the way we come in here and we just keep it real and we talk about so many different things and so many different topics and we have a different way, but some kind of way it works the way we do the things we do. So thank you, Bishop. And I mean, that's why I love your channel as well. Straight up, no BS. Thank you. And I try my best to be that. Those are the people that come into this room that really know me. You see them around because they know I'm from the heart. I'm a beautiful person. If I could do something for you, you can consider it done. But I don't play no games and I shoot straight from the hip. I'm not phony. If I see you fake or you messy, I get away from you because that's not what I want to stand for. And I'm strong in who I am. I don't have to follow the crowd to fit in. And I think being a woman on any network, if you are strong in who you are, you have to separate yourself from the crowd. You have to separate yourself from the nonsense. And you might get a little bit less views, you might get a little bit less comments, and you might even get a whole lot less likes. But at the end of the day, you can stand up in integrity because a person has to say, but she is who she is, and she don't pull no punches. And I respect people like that. Shout out to the Queen Bishop. Thank you. Dear buddy, I'm about to get off dialysis machine. I will see you later. Great live stream. Love you and love the village. Peace. Okay, Malachi, get home safe. Take care. We love you too. And see, that's the thing. People come in here, they be sick, off of dialysis, whatever have you, and they still log in just to have a good time. And we try our best to make it that for people that come in, or maybe you get off of work and watch us on the playback. We try to make sure there's a couple of good laughs in there, that if you might just be in the mood to get a laugh here and there, you get a laugh, you get a word. And you see people that can vibe with each other, just real kick back vibe. What they said, this is the auntie couch. They feel like they at the auntie house. Yes, I do find it challenging because I'm not used to having a partner who also does the same thing I do with being in social media. Okay, I can understand that. But I also think that it's good when you are able to fellowship from channel to channel together, and a person know you are a couple and things of that nature. Because for me, when I deal with couples, honestly, I have a different respect, and I will like shout you out as a couple. Whenever I see couples together, I'll say, "You got DOD and Brown Girl Bella in the house." I'll blend it together so that anybody won't trip yourselves up. This is his lady, that's her man. Let's keep it clean. So I try to bring it all in one, so that that's the way you represent yourself. And when I talk to couples, I talk to both of them. Like if I'm talking to her, I'll say, tell DOD how. If I'm talking to him, I'll say, tell Brown Girl Bella how. So that we all come together. Malachi, God is great. Have a wonderful weekend. Take care. Okay, Brown Girl, right. And see, I like that Brown Girl can actually articulate what she feels, because some people say, I don't know. And, for me, I don't know, because my guy, he a little bit jealous sometimes. Like he get a little jealous when I get attention sometimes, and I don't know if he could handle, me being on the stream. And sometimes guys come in here, they be like, "Oh, my African queen," and all kind of stuff. I don't know if he could handle that, And I try to explain to him, you gotta understand that sometimes people just nice. They're not trying to flirt. They don't want me. Don't nobody want me but you. But he has to get to a place where he understands that, and that's why we have some of the topics that we have also when we were talking about the flirting thing, because he was like, "You are such a flirt." And I don't think I'm a flirt. I just think I'm friendly, right? And he's like, "You're always flirting." And I'm like, "No." So I don't know. But that is also new, since his platform and mine are completely different and our audience are different. Which that's good too, because there's nothing wrong with variety. And there's nothing wrong with being able to say, okay, you go ahead over there and do your thing, and I'm over here doing mine, and we meet back up in the middle. There's nothing wrong with that either, as long as you both can respect each other's territory and each other. That is good. That's speaking how you feel instead of holding, and that is good, right? She's able to say what she feels and not feel like, oh, he gonna be mad, or oh, he gonna this, or oh, he gonna that. No, no, you have a voice. You're your own person, and he is his own person, but you are together, and you're able to understand that. Go on and then have a nice time. When you come into this village, enjoy yourself, and always know we just crazy, strange, and deranged, and nobody in here will ever disrespect anyone because we wouldn't allow that to take place. We are family, and that's why they call it the village. Any and everybody that come in here, they know that we just take everybody in, and we have fun. We talk about the topics, and if something is wrong, we pray. We come together. And this is not a big channel. We don't have a whole lot of followers, but what we have is a close knit channel. Yes, we have fun in the village. Yep. I love it, and I love the direction it's going in, because we're able to help people. Y'all don't know how many people call me and say, "Oh my goodness, y'all was talking to me," or "Oh my sister," or "Oh, I sent this out to this person so they can see because they going through this or they going through that." And when it comes to couples, I want to say this to you, DOD. Being a man in the room, we don't have a whole lot of men in the room, especially men that's dating. And it's important that you let men know that, yes, you still have to cuff. You still have to be romantic. You still have to cuddle. You still have to give attention. Don't get lazy in the relationship because that's when you lose the game, when you get lazy and start taking folks for granted. The same thing you did to get someone, you have to do to keep them. It's a family. Just subscribe to your village. I feel really comfortable here. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I'm going to look at you. I think I have you already. I'm not sure. But if I don't, I'll do the same and ring your bell. But that's what we enjoy. We just like to have fun. True, sweetie. Jess Brown Girl. Welcome to the village. And make sure you ring that bell so you can get all of our notifications. Yeah, that's what it's about. Every channel is different, and every channel is not for everyone. Some people feel better in huge channels where you may or may not know everybody, and there's nothing wrong with that. Someday this one may be in that same category. But I find that me personally, I like to start in the smaller channels and then they grow huge. And once in a while, I may go into a huge channel. But I find that most of them already are set in their little cliques and clacks and they kind of know each other. And if you're a new girl on the block, they may not even speak to you when you come in the room. How many channels have you went into and said hello? And they not one person said boo. So I try not to be that. I always say, like, if somebody come in, y'all make them feel warm and fuzzy. Say hello, you know, include them. And I tell newcomers, put your 2 cents in. Don't come in here and just sit down. Come in here and get involved because that's how you're gonna, find your way. If you sit in the corner, some people come in here and that's okay if they just want to be quiet and they may say hi, you may not see them no more. We got a good family member, some of y'all may know by the name of James Money, 615. And James Money, that's just what he do. But we love James just like that. He come in and say hello everybody, and he go sit down. You might not hear nothing else from James until we saying good night, and all of a sudden he'll say bye. We be like, oh shoot, James been sitting here all this time. But now we know that's just what he do. So, it's no big deal. It's all in how you navigate. What is your channel about, Brown Girl? And I hadn't seen you in a while, DOD. I gotta see if I have to ring your bell because sometimes that happens with me on channels. I don't get uploads, and I'm thinking, oh, this person ain't on up here no more. And then they'll pop up one day, and then I'll ring the bell, and I'll start getting their notifications again. The Queen, why should I do? Wait, the Queen, what should I do with people that may tell me something about Bella? Okay, never let no one tell you nothing about your lady or man. Whatever you need to learn about her, you will learn, especially if it's not something positive. Don't tell me nothing about my man. If it's meant for me to learn something about him, God will reveal it to me. As long as I'm not feeling something. Now, if I asked you, that's one thing. We all have a past, and everybody have things they've been through. So if you are with a woman and you care for her and vice versa, she care for you, keep it just like that. Don't start digging deep and wanting to find out stuff and people getting all up in the midst of your business. Next thing you know, you got a problem on your hands that you didn't have. Luxury, beauty, and skin, the queen of number one. Okay, I'm gonna definitely check you out. Don't pay attention to them. I agree. Amen. Yeah, I've been learned that. Don't come over here. You see why I sit here by myself? Because I'm not messy. I don't do mess. And as soon as I see you messy, I'm not gonna get to no slug match with you block. Get on back out. You know how they say it, pick them up and kick them with your foot. Get back out. And see, that's why folks can't take me because I'm straight up. Don't bring your messy butt over here. Get your messy boots back out. And yeah, I said it because that's what I stand for. Don't come in here being messy and dragging bones or calling me after the live stream is over, talking about everybody channels like dogs, and then I see you back in there. Oh, what's up, y'all? My girl, my guy. I don't do that. And if I see you doing that, I'm not gonna blow you up to them because I'm gonna let them figure you out. But you're gonna get up out of here. You're gonna get your hind part up out of this village with that messy stuff because it's just a matter of time before they're gonna figure you out. And I don't want it to fall in here. Someone passes their past, you are her future as he is her, your brown girl. I am back. Welcome back, cuz. Peace to Alicia. Right. And everybody got a pass. I'll be the first one to tell a man when he meet me, honey, I was a mess in them streets. You hear me? So if you gonna be with me, somebody might tell you one day about me, like, ooh, that's your woman. Hey, let's stand in some truth, right? But if you love me for me. I'm not perfect. I done been through some stuff, but I'm still a good person and I'm not damaged goods. I'm still some good. The Lord redeemed me just fine. Huh? He cleaned me up, right? He said, hey, rebirth, right? So, hey, all of that stuff I'm not ashamed of, and that's why I share it with people because we all got some stuff we've been through. And if you dealt with somebody on YouTube, because that's why I'm real funny with these people on YouTube. And then it didn't work out or whatever have you, then they want to tell somebody else that they see talking to you. I was talking to her. I had her phone number. Let me say it right now, live in public. I don't mess with nobody from YouTube. But if I did, believe me, it wouldn't be a secret. But we wouldn't be putting our business on here neither. You got problems, take it off of YouTube. Deal with it in the house. Because once you start putting your business up here, oh, you just opened up yourself for everybody. You see what happened with Tamar and David, right? They can't turn one corner without somebody. Ooh, let me put something else back up there. Had you kept your business off of there, you wouldn't have been going through that. Sometimes you got to be lady and man like and know, okay, we having problems. How do we talk about it offline? Or talk about it as a general topic. Don't come in here and drag your partner to the carpet. Because once you do that, then everybody else think they can jump on the net and start dragging them too. No, you can't drag my partner, sweet. That's what you're not getting ready to do. I agree. Don't put your business. No, don't you dare. You'll be sorry. You'll be sorry. Let me tell y'all something, right? I promise you, if I want to get a bunch of viewers in here, all I got to do is open up this live stream and say, I'm so mad. My man just broke up with me and I could hurt somebody. Boy, they'll be calling people. Oh, the queen in there breaking. Y'all log on. Get up on there. Oh, y'all better hurry up. Oh, wake up, girl. The queen. They will wake you up out your sleep. You hear me? Huh? They will wake somebody up. And not one person gonna pray for you, right? They in the bushes, right? Let's stand in some more truth. And they sitting in them bushes and they like this, y'all. They texting each other. She getting ready to cry. I can see it in her face. Yo, he did this and he did that and he did the other. And I'm sick of him and I'm tired of him. Didn't I tell you she was about to cry? I told you she was going to cry. That queen crying up behind her. Girl, get up here. Queen heard me cry, her man. Girl, man, who? They were. That's when you know you don't got no life, right? That's when you know that you need to get your life right. When you got that much free time on your hands that you can watch me cry, right? And tomorrow, then they're gonna say, oh shoot, I'm not subscribed to this channel. Let me press that bell. She'll be back in the morning. Now here you come in the morning. Oh yeah, round two, right? Yeah, y'all. I threw his clothes out. Look, y'all. Look. And I'm videoing his clothes blowing in the wind. I done poured bleach up and down the street. And I'm steady renting. Yeah, now what? Oh, I put him out, y'all. Oh, right? Girl power, everybody. Yeah, queen. That's right, queen. Ah, we like you, queen. Woo! Y'all better hurry up. Sign up. We signed up. Girl, the queen done tore that whole village down. Did y'all see that village? Woo! That village was on fire today. Woo, girl, that queen shut that village down. Psych. Bad behavior will get you through, huh? But I don't want to be that. Nobody decent want to be there. That's the kind of stuff you hide from. Somebody call me and be like, girl, I'll be like, I don't want to see that nonsense. And guess what I do to them? Block. Block. Because if you're doing it to them, you'll do it to me too. You celebrating somebody you're supposed to be cool with pain. And let me tell y'all, in case y'all sitting here saying, who's she talking about? Go figure. Because it ain't one person. And if you've been telling somebody your business, I might be talking about you. And they calling you, telling you everybody else's business. They talk about you like a dog too. So no, don't put your business up here. Don't you dare. And don't you dare have some real issues. Oh, you know so-and-so went broke. Who could care? That's something that I don't rejoice about. Somebody don't have nothing. Like, what kind of heart do you have to sit back and rejoice because somebody is hurting? Somebody is broken up. When somebody come to me and they broken up, the first thing I think is be kind, be nice. They probably going through something right now. Don't start bringing up negative stuff. Now, this young lady almost let go, and people still didn't take that and say, let's back off. She's fragile right now. Oh, round two. Did you hear she's out the hospital? Is y'all serious? I would never want to feel that I may have been the reason someone let go. I would never want to have that on my shoulder. Something I said or did could have made somebody say, this the last straw. So it tells you that people will sell their soul to the devil for a little bit of views, a little bit of comments, and a little bit of likes. Those are the ones I watch out for. And I sit over here and I mind my business. And I tuck my feet in when I see them going by because you're not going to step on my toe. A lot of people say, oh, she changed. The queen, she kind of over there to herself. You better follow. And if you're dating somebody up here on YouTube, I'm going to give you another piece of advice. Trail on thin ice. Be very careful. Because as soon as they find out you dating somebody, here everybody come out the woodwork. They ain't never said two words to you. Now they see you with somebody, you can't get them out your face. Get out my face. You ain't been speaking to me. Now you see me, an old boy on here. Now here you come. You ain't getting ready to mash up what I got going on. It's hard to find somebody in these streets, right? Especially somebody you can like and build something with. You best to get. Get. Speak. That is what a testimony is about. No one should judge. Yeah. I'll never disrespect my woman. Hold up. On YouTube, I will never tell our business. You better know it. You better know it. We go to rap now. Yes, once you start that, the party is over. Because guess what? You will never be able to clean it up. No matter how much you may come back and apologize and say, I'm sorry, they still gonna remember what you did. And I always tell people that I don't care how mad I get at my man, I'm getting ready to log. Let me get on off here, y'all, because I got to handle my business right fast. Hold on, I can't get to that in broadcast fast enough. But hold on, let me get on off here. I'll get back with y'all on what's the next date. I'll see y'all then. Let me log on off here so I can go handle what I gotta handle. but I'm not gonna sit on here, especially if it's somebody I care about. If I air you out up here, then you know that's a done deal. Ain't no need of you even coming back. Because I done tore you a new keister on here. That means keep moving. But it can work. Just be careful who you messing with. And that's not even just in relationships, that's in general. When I first came here, I was rubbing a lot of elbows, but I had to back up and say, hey, wait a minute, this ain't you. You don't just mix and mingle all over the place like this. And see, when you're networking and you're trying to reach your 4K, that's a dangerous ground to be trailing on because you're touching and trying to meet people and build and support people and get what you got to get. And then I had to take a step back and say, that ain't the way to do it. You just let all kind of spirits into your atmosphere. You let all kind of spirits into your life. People that you wouldn't even normally be messing with. Because you can see from across the street that that's not somebody you even need to be associating yourself with. But because you're trying to hit a 1K or a 4K, now you're just opening the door to a bunch of disasters. And I had to stop myself and say, take your time. You may take a little longer to get there, but be able to get there and be able to stand in integrity when you get there. Not you done tore down half the network to get there. Because what's the purpose? You done went through high waters to get there and trailed against all of this just toxicity. And now that you done lost your own integrity along the way, what is it worth? Is it worth anything now that you have it and you done lost what you stand for? The devil is a liar. I won't sell my soul. I won't sell my soul, especially sitting in this seat. Because a network can come or go today or tomorrow. They can decide to say, we're going to shut YouTube down. And you done sold your soul for what? I associate myself with people that I see have a good energy, people that's kind, people that have a sense of humor, people that when they do see I'm having a bad day, they lift me up and say, what's wrong, Queen? That's not you today, Queen. Or we understand, Queen. We know everybody go through something sometime. Not people that's sitting there wanting to, just pretty much just drag you on down to the floor. And if you do come and say, well, hey, I'm going through something, I'm going to say, let's help you. Let's try to help you get through it. Not, oh, let's drag them down and let's tell all their business. For what? What you getting out of that? And you're not going to fit in if you're not about all of that toxicity because nobody wants to hear what you're talking about. So you just keep going and you do what you have to do. And when you find someone that you care about, your job as a man is to protect them by all means necessary. So as a man, everything that you do and every move that you make, it has to cover her and it has to protect her. And she have to be able to fall into that fold and hold on and protect you also as y'all keep y'all journey going because you're gonna both, go in and out of channels and mix and mingle with people. And if people see you strong and who you are as a couple, then they will respect you as a couple. And make sure you convey that also to people when you're going through your journey and let them know, not just I have a lady. Brown Girl Bella is my lady. D.O.D. is my man. So that as you going on through your journey, people understand that this is us. This is not just you two, we together. Yes, the Queen. Feedback calls are coming in. Okay, I agree. Protection is my responsibility. It is as a man. Because if someone comes to you and they say, oh, you talking to Brown Girl Bella, the first thing you're supposed to do is say, that's my woman. Why? That's my woman. Why? Why? What is it that is concerning you? Why is that your business? And when you come at somebody like that, they back up because they know, uh-oh, I better mind my business. Think you might want think you might want to stay in the lane. And vice versa. Oh, you talk to DOD? Why? How did that become your business? Once you carry yourself like that, you don't see nobody asking me my business. They got good sense. They got real good sense. Whatever I want to tell you, I'll tell you. And if I didn't volunteer to tell you something, mind your business. True between love, love, number one. Yeah, because it's some miserable people in the world, people. It's some miserable people. If you got the time of day every single day to be in everybody else's business, something is lacking in your house. Because I promise y'all, Sweetie Pie will tell you, some days I be moving around and I jump right in front of the screen. Hello, I'm the Queen Love Bug number one. I barely make it in the seat. Get off of here and don't stop. I still got stuff to do. So when do you find time after creating and working and taking care of your children, making time for your mate, praying and giving God some time? When do you find time to be in somebody's business? Because I can't do it. I don't have the time. I barely can keep up with my comments. That's so true. You got too much free time on your hands. And if you got that much free time on your hands, I don't want to be around it because that means you just messy. I like to be around people that's doing something with themselves. When they log off of here, they got other stuff they do and they create and they doing other things. They cooking, they cleaning up their house, they taking care of their children, they washing the car, they walking the dog, they at the supermarket. They trying to think of how to make another dollar. Those the kind of people that I want to be around. People that's praying and interceding and saying, okay, let me go check this one over here and leave them a like or a comment. Now let me log off of here, spend time with my family. YouTube is not all I consist of. This is one network that I am on. And no, I don't have a whole lot of social medias. That's why you don't see a whole lot of numbers when it comes to me. My numbers are low because I am not out there like that on everything all day. When do you find time to be a woman or man if you're on social media all day? I don't have the time to sit down and from Facebook to Instagram to Twitter. I'm just going from one to the next in somebody's business. No, I don't have the time. I'm sorry. And I know y'all know what I'm talking about. We all sit here and watch, right? And what's that look I do when I say we watch? Okay. It's still weird to me that people want to know what's going on in my private life. How does that info benefit you? Don't ask me. Really don't. Because I don't really understand how people want to be in somebody's personal business. Especially if it's not in a productive way where you want to, say, oh, that's sweet, they're together. Why is anything further than that your business? If you want someone to know something further, you would tell them. And then there's a chill with that too. But it's okay. You'll see as you keep going, you'll find your way, you'll find your fit. My husband and I, we were in ministry together. And we both had our roles, in ministry, and we did things and so on and so forth. But we had a rule: nobody comes between us. So if you got a problem with one of us, it's time for us to go. I don't understand how a couple started church together. Now one of y'all going over there, one of y'all going over there. No, sweetie, if we leave in church, we leave in this church. You're not going to take to me or take to him. No, you can't find a way to take to us, this is a church home for us. And if you can't get along with my wife or my husband, then this ain't the church home for us. Because yes, my wife is very opinionated and she's going to speak up. And he would tell a person that she's not a pushover. She's not going to let nobody take advantage of her. So if that's what you're looking for, you got the wrong sister. Nosy people shaking my head, they need to get them some business. That's it, right, Talisa? And it's all over. It's not just on the network. But it's the way you present what you do and how you do what you do. If you ask folks on here anything about me, 9 times out of 10, they probably tell you, I don't really know her like that. She come on here, she do her live stream, she may support a couple of people, and she get out of here. When I see them talking about people, I don't get up in none of that. I go the other way. Because as soon as somebody starts saying somebody says something, my name not coming up in it. And if I say something, I'm going to tell you. So when you hear it, you can say, well, she said it, she told me. If I got a problem with you, I'm going to come directly to you. And I'm going to talk to you. This way, we cut the middleman out. Because once you start telling people things about somebody, then they go back and they turn that story into a whole nother situation. So if I got a problem with you, I'm going to tell you. And once I finish talking to you, we're going to decide whether we're going to move past it or we just not messing with each other no more. And if I'm wrong for something, I can apologize. I'm a woman. And I'll come to you. I'm going to tell somebody else to tell you I apologize. I'll come to you. And I'll apologize to you if I feel I'm wrong. But at the same token, just because I apologize to you, don't mean that I'm going to start back messing with you. It all depends on the situation. So it's all in knowing how to select the people you want to be around. Sending me screenshots, I don't care to see them. But that's all the time. You know, I had to block people because they just rude. I have a mock number that, you know, some of my supporters call, and I was experiencing that with emails, inappropriate emails and pictures and stuff. Like, what is wrong? And men and women alike. That's that lust spirit. And we're going to have a live stream. It's on my list about that too, losing the lust spirit. It's just so sad when people don't know how to handle themselves, and the only way they can get your attention is by showing you their body or trying to entice you. I don't struggle with lust. My flesh is very disciplined. So looking at a body or body part, that don't make me be like, and foam at the mouth. No, that makes me look at you and say, this person don't have no self-respect. So if you don't have no self-respect, how can I expect you to respect me when you don't respect yourself? You sending this kind of picture out, why would I want you? Everybody done seen your private part. And Malachi's not in here, but Malachi will tell you, somebody sent me a picture like that on Tango, right? I used to be on Tango, and I posted it up. I said, look, y'all, look at this fool. He was so mad. He was so mad at me, right? But that would teach you. And everybody who saw it was like, oh my God, no, she didn't. Now, don't play with me. Look at this ding dong. Amel's Moroccan cuisine. Hello, sweetie. Welcome, welcome. People try to tell me what channel they saw her at. I ignore them when they tell me stuff. So what? If we're on a network, I saw you at a channel. I've seen her around. I don't really know her, but if you go into networks, you're going to see people, especially if you're going like to different topics and things of that nature. There are certain people that I still do go into their channels here and there and just say hello. I don't stay too long nowhere. But what is the problem? If you're from a network and you network, you're going to see people around. I know you from seeing you on different channels of DOD. What does that matter? So what? She was on another network doing what? Did she get married or something? Because if she didn't, I don't want to hear it. Get out my face. Go sit down. Kid. Thanks, Dr. Greetings. DLG, you are doing right. Ignore them after a while. They'll just block them. That's what I do. Start right there. Just block them. Just block them. If you go to press on here and you can't get in, then that's a clue. Get on that, man. Go. And then some of them will start telling lies on you. Oh, she blocked me because of this. No, you got blocked because either you messy or you got a bunch of messy people that's hanging in your clique. Goodbye. I don't do mess. Take that on over there. I'm too old for that. And my grandkids ain't doing mess. So that's neither here nor there. Let me tell you something, right? I don't care if a woman was a stripper, a prostitute, the lowest hole in the street. If she gave her life to Christ and she said, God, take that away from me, forgive me for what I did wrong, and clean me up and stand me back up as a queen, she's a queen. Period. Get her life back on the right track. Now somebody want to come from over here. Oh, 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 what? Oh, what? You must be jealous if you want to run and tell it. She not bothering you. Why you want to ruin this woman? Everybody got their struggle. I'm going to share something with y'all. I had a domestic violence situation, right? And I had got arrested, right? It went around the whole job. Everybody was talking about what I did, right? One of the main women who was running her mouth got her behind whipped by her man right in front of the job. He dang that put one of her eyes out. She was so embarrassed when she saw me, when the cops and ambulance had her down on the ground, and I came to see what was going on, and she looked up with the one eye she could see out of, and she saw me. She was so embarrassed because she was the main one running her mouth. But you see how her mouth got shut? Had you did what I did, you wouldn't have been down there peeking out one eye. You should have fought back. As long as you guys know what y'all have, don't care what people say. No, you don't care. See of forgetfulness. God forgave her. You better know it. Pray, pray, said Mel. That's right. Word, Talisha. Hi, Mel. Karma. That's right, Talisha. Word. I wouldn't care what somebody said. And when I'm dating a man and I see him as a good man and he sit and tell me, well, baby, you know in my past I did this and that. Are you doing it now? How long ago was you doing that? You're a good man now, right? That's all that matters. And until you show me something that makes me feel that you're not a good man, I don't care about that. If somebody could come and say, ooh, you know he used to, oh yeah, well he told me. And that's why I tell men things. Because people will try to stir up some mess on you. Because yet this is a part of my past. Take it or leave it. I'm never going to sit here and paint myself as no goody two shoes because I wasn't that. But you know what? I'm a queen. And everything that I've been through is what structured me to be able to sit in this seat right now and help somebody. I don't have no regrets in life. And I'm not ashamed of nothing I've been through, not one single thing. Okay? Because whatever I've been through, I made it through. Think about it. He already forgave me. That's all I care about. Yep, God have mercy. Yes. Amen. We all have a past. Yep, and the truth. And the main one talking about her, God only know what they do. I sit back here sometime and I watch how people talk about, oh, this one man treating on them, that man this and this. If you got the whole day that you sitting up here, your man ain't spent not a dot of time with you. Because if he was spending some time with you, you wouldn't have time to be on here all day every day. Girl, I preach. We just was speaking on this jazz. This one is perfect. Yes. From your past, you learn, and from the past as long as you learn from it. Yes, yes. Don't never let nobody tear you down. Because if you start being torn down, they will keep tearing you down. They'll keep finding one more thing to pick you apart for. Oh yeah, she did this too, and she did this too, and she did I did a whole lot of stuff. And when people call you, oh, so and so on they channel drunk. Oh, you saw them? Who cares? They grow. I didn't have to buy their alcohol, and I didn't pour it down their throat. They sitting over there drinking, enjoying themselves, and minding their business. I don't care what people do. That's not my business. They can get so drunk they fall out their seat online. I would sit here and be like, shoot, they had a good time. They got drunk and fell out their seat. I'm gonna find it like that. I'm not gonna say, oh, gee, why? Why is that my business? And I'm not buying nobody alcohol, so if they want to drink till their kidneys pop, what is it to me? Yeah, I agree, dear. That is why you have to be a strong woman. Pray for wisdom and strength. Yep. And guess what else? Make your circle small. The smaller your circle is, the better off you are. Some people say, you know what, Queen? Y'all have some real good topics. Why isn't y'all channel bigger? That channel should be way bigger than what it is. Because God ain't gonna bless no mess. And we don't want it in here. We don't want a bunch of troublemakers just to have a big channel. The devil's a liar. Go figure. And not just online, offline too. I had to come from amongst people. Just always picking and bullying and always something. Stay over there with that negative vibe. Always something. You can't please people. And I'm going to tell you something. If somebody don't like you, you could be doing everything right. And as soon as you do one thing wrong, they're going to ride that one thing till the waves run out of it. You hear me? Because they don't like you. So when someone just don't like you, get away from them. You don't have to expectations and stuff for Jesus. A healthy you are, laughed out loud. This is what I tell my daughter. That's right. And you have to speak it into your children. So when they go out into this mean, cruel world, they can handle themselves. And they not out here looking for acceptance from people. Because people can always figure out who's weak. And if you're a weak person and they see you weak, they will break you down to nothing. I have seen people sitting right here on this network just torn down, discouraged, because if you're not a part of the clique, oh, nobody's going to talk to you. Nobody's going to like you. Nobody's going to support you because you're not a part of the negativity. But the devil is a liar. Keep going. God will put the right people in place. God will take you to bigger heights. Just be patient and trust him. Have faith in him. And little by little, he's opening these doors. Little by little, his word is moving all over this atmosphere. Little by little, he's showing us. Just take your time. You don't have to jump out there and hit 1,000 automatically. You don't have to do it. If you got 20 decent people, thank God for that. And teach your children that. You don't have to get out here and run up and down and be a part of whatever this way, that way you try to fit in for what? Say it again like our church slogan, we small, but we are tall. You better know it. Because sometimes less is more. And I tell people that all the time, and I'm learning that in my 50s, okay? I used to be, and I got my cousin in here right now, and Sweetie Pie and Brody will tell you, I'm very popular. I know a whole lot of people all over the place. But you know what I've learned? Just because you know a lot of people, don't mean you know a lot of good people. So that's narrow it down. I want to be around good people. I want to be around people that can be real in who they are And my family will tell you offline, this isn't something I'm doing because I'm on YouTube. I want to be right with God. I want to do the right thing. And no, I'm not perfect, but I do my best to be righteous. When I sit in this seat, I'm not sitting here as a phony that's trying to be something I'm not. And then as soon as I log off of here, I'm cursing all over the place and I'm popping mess about everybody. I'm still trying to get my own walk right and be a better person. I want to go to heaven. I want to go through them pearly gates. I want to live an everlasting life. That's what my focus is. I don't care how many likes and comments somebody got. Jesus, how do I get closer to you? How do I be more like you? That's my focus. Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Like I say, keep people in categories. That's right. That's right. You know, this one is over here, this one is over here, and this one is over here. And just some of them, you just make them disappear. If you're not for me, you're against me. There's no in between. Make it make sense. Oh, I don't know. All of a sudden, she stopped dealing with me, right? Because I started to see something about you isn't what I'm looking to be around. And I can make that decision for myself. Like you can make that decision for yourself. Because what I could never understand is if you don't like somebody, why even mess with them? Just don't be bothered. You have that right. Just don't be bothered. If someone is in your life, they should bring joy to you. When I read my comments, the comments that touch me the most are people that have kindness in their heart and they genuine. Sometimes I may wake up 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, guys, and I can't go back to sleep. And that's the time that I like to really get on my, notifications and start going through. And I may notice, what is she doing up at this hour answering us and stuff like that? But that's my time, that I have to do a few things if I'm not too tired. And sometimes some of y'all comments make me smile, and I'll be like, oh, that's so sweet. Or this one is so adorable. And sometimes I'm looking at your videos and your pets and your kids, and some of y'all are cooking. You're doing different things. And at that hour, I'm smiling or I chuckle sometimes. Somebody may say something funny. And even Daddy Days, he do little things with his son. And Shanique Dreams, and a whole bunch of y'all cook with Luna. Amal, she has a nice cooking channel too. She do a lot of different stuff too. That's the stuff I enjoy. I go to Kicking It with Lynn and Queen Lady C and different people, Miss Ann King, people internationally, not just one set channel. And I enjoy joy. People that have positive stuff on their channel. DLG said, I agree, the Queen. Right. Who want to be around nonsense? I always say this, right? If this is your last day that you are planted here, spend it doing something that makes you smile. That's how I look at my life. Tomorrow's not promised. Did I do something today to smile about? Did I do something today and have a good time? Just on my live stream, I'm always laughing. I'm always cracking up. That's how I live my life. Joy, fun, having a good time. And those are people I surround myself with, people that make me laugh. Long after I hang up, let me tell you, right, a couple of times I've watched this on the playback, and I laughed so hard at all the little goofy, funny stuff that was going on the live stream. And now I'm watching it on the playback, and I'm cracking up at this stuff, right? That's the stuff that makes me happy. Simplicity, just simple fun. Nobody had to pay $1. I went on Blue Jeans Network channel this morning. I finally caught him, right? And I seen him upload, and I said, let me go check on my nephew. And to show you how God moved, right? I was just going in there to check on him. He was doing a giveaway for people who shouted him out for his birthday. And I happen to come in, and then I hear my name. And I'm like, oh my goodness, I walk into a blessing, right? And the point that I'm making is I didn't come in there for him to give me anything. I come in there because he's such an amazing nephew. And I was just going in to say hey and support him for a little while, right? And let him run. But you see how God showed me, okay, you did his little birthday shout out the kindness in your heart because he's such an amazing person. And now you goes into his channel and he's a blessing to you. And he could have just said thank you, and I would have been just as happy. But it made me smile that he thought of me to say, I want to shout her out on my channel. Sending love to the village, positive vibes, blessings to Queen Love Love. Thank you, Sweetie Pie. Team Love 100. Thank you. That to you, Sweetie Pie. Yes, and that's what it's about. It's not a day we have a live stream that you don't see love flowing through the stream. There's people that are coming to stream and they're going through things, and they'll say, I came in here, well, I don't know why I just stumbled into the village, or I came here because I knew y'all would listen. And it's those moments that God has given us confirmation that we are in His will. And it's those moments that we know we have to keep going. And whatever you're doing on your channel to create and be creative, just keep going in a good way to where it's going to benefit someone. Some of y'all make recipes, and I'll sit there and I'll watch it, and I'll say, you know what, I think I can make that. That look good. And yes, I'll come in here and I'll actually make it. And I'll be like, wow, this came out pretty good. And that's the blessing of watching international because you can see so much stuff and say, oh, wow, I never thought about that. Or, oh, they put that in. Let me see how that seasoning tastes. And believe me, before I know anything, I have international cooking skills. I'm sitting watching, okay? And then some of them they'll put in English what the ingredients are, and I write it down. Yeah, I'm getting ready to go find those ingredients, and I'm gonna make it because I too cook, and I love to try different things and just be flexible. Even makeup, as y'all see, I'm not that makeup girl. I'm not that girl that's like artist makeup. But I do watch it and I'll be like, wow, that's pretty or that's cute. No, you're not gonna see me coming in here beat to the gods. And if I do, somebody else did it. Trust me, I don't do all of that. But I still enjoy watching it. Thank you. You just made me feel good about my recipes. Laugh out. Yes, yes. You, Mona. There's a couple of y'all. What's her name? Oh, Mama Lamb. There's a lot of y'all that cook food and kicking it with men. A lot of y'all, look, I'm gonna make that. I can do that or this or that or sometimes smoothies and then what's her name? Iffy Success. She goes over there and she makes stuff and I was watching her footage and she was showing where kiwi and watermelon is good for asthmatics. And now I keep kiwi and watermelon. So we learn too. It's not always just about coming in here and getting a like or getting a comment. It's about connecting and really establishing genuine relationships. And most of the people that I communicate with, I have a genuine relationship and I'm fond of them. The Queen Love Bug #1 cook very good. I miss her cooking. Thank you. Thank you. Talisha's a cook too. I had to go wash. I had to go walk Miss Brooklyn right quick. Yes, I consider my makeup technique soft glam. I'm not the one to do crazy cut creases and bright colors. Okay, I'm gonna check your channel out too. But you know what? Makeup to me is not no one particular style. It's what looks good on you because sometimes everything don't look good on everybody and you have to know what looks good on you. And that's with anything, a wig, a shoe, a hat, doesn't look good on you. Because there's some people who I see they makeup and I be like, oh, that's so beautiful. But then some not so much. But okay, practice make perfect, right? And then there's some who they wear like natural tones and it looks so pretty. And then some, when it comes to the lashes, they be killing it. What's her name? Queen Lovely C. I love the way she put her lashes on. They're perfect. Child, if I try to pack these things on, y'all will see me coming here looking like I'm packed out, rude eyed, something going one way, the one one's going that one, will piece lift up. Let me get on to the shop. But hey, if you can make it work, make it work. Me too, cooking makes me happy. I see that. And you put passion into it. I'm checking you out too, brown girl. Oh, I totally agree with that. Yes, it's all in what you got going on. When it comes to makeup, most of the time I'm simple. I don't use foundation. A lot of people ask me, what kind of foundation you use? Nothing. This is my skin. I'll put a little lip gloss and a little eyelashes and brows and I'm gone. I don't really fuss over myself with makeup and stuff like that. Now, if I'm going somewhere where I really need to be beat, then that's a different thing. But just every day, I ain't got time to be hustling with that. And I applaud the people that got the time to really do that. I'm impatient. I'll be like, I'm gone. That's right, mate. Makeup is not for everyone. It's not. And then you know what they say? Why you wear makeup? You look better without it, right? How many people get that? Girl, quit wearing makeup. You look better without it. And then when I take the wigs off and they see my afro, they go, ah, why are you wearing a wig? Girl, I thought you was bald headed. Why do people think because you wear a wig you bald headed? I take care of my hair up underneath my wigs. They are protected. Trust me, I'm good with the makeup thing. Oh, okay. Okay. Love my mink lashes. You have to get the right brand and fit. Yes, Jesus. 'Cause let me tell you, some lashes can make you look like you cockeyed. If you don't put them on right, you can look crazy. I can't put them lashes on. I've been trying. When I put them on, they look like that. I'm a just sweetie pie. I'll be looking crazy. Got my wait. Me got have my lashes and matte lip gloss. Oh, I gotta have my lashes and matte lip gloss. I love and my lip gloss here. And see, that's my thing. My lips, you not gonna too much not see my lips right. Even if they not lipstick, I got some kind of gloss or something on my lips. I have what I would consider big lips, right? I'll be doggone if I'm gonna be sitting anywhere with some big old chapped lips. Ain't nothing like some big old potato chip lips. Oh no, chapstick, gloss, something. We ain't doing that. Hey, Consistence Place. Hello, sweetheart. Thank you. Come on in here. Y'all say hey to Consistence Place. What's going on? Yeah, my kids. But tell me why you got that thing on. I'm like, what thing? You got lipstick on. Aw. You're very pretty. Most women really don't need it. TLD over there cracking up. Consistent Place. Hello from Felicia. Don't y'all sit here and act like you haven't seen some lips and be like, oh goodness, when the last time they brushed their teeth? Because if your lips got cracks and dents, they so dry. When the last time some water hit them? Peace, consistence from DLG. Grease to all in the building. What's going on? Happy Friday. And now that blonde is cute. Yes. And blonde can be pretty, but blonde is not for everybody either. And you have to know the right blonde for you because blonde is a tricky color. And if your complexion is off, you might want to lay the blonde back down. And somebody got mad at a guy for saying that. I can't remember what guy that was that said that some women need to stay off the blonde wig tip. He wasn't telling no story. I seen it on a playback and I was like, oh, I wish I'd have been down to help him. That brother was right. Some folks need to lay them blonde wigs down and go on. Go on past them. Go on, get. Yes, you have seen that. Yes. Thankfully, I have great genes, and my skincare game has been A1 since day one. So I can be completely comfortable without makeup. I wear it because I love it. And that's the thing. The same way I tell people take care of your hair up underneath the wig, take care of your skin under the makeup. And at nighttime, get all of that stuff off of your face and clean your skin out and stuff like that. And I'm gonna tell you another secret. I wish Brody was here because Brody would have taught us up. When it comes down to your real look, always let a man see your real look. Take all this stuff off and let him see how you look with two corn braids and your lip gloss. Because some guys have told me when they see how a woman looked with all that stuff off, they wasn't attracted to her because she wore all that stuff so much that that's how they thought she looked. So make sure he know how you look when you just homegirl laying around the house. Hello, everyone. Sending all my love and support. I am driving, so I cannot be typing, but I am listening. Okay, sweetie. No, we don't want you to be typing. Be safe. Shalisha Creation, Sweetie Pie, RCJ, BOD, and Mouse, Moroccan Cuisine. Greetings and thank you for the welcome. Oh, that was so sweet. Yes, brown girl. Yes, true. Yes. Shalisha Creation, happy anniversary to your parents. Yes, happy anniversary, Barry and Gladys. You are the most welcome, dear. Right, right. And take care of your skin and your hair because you might have to get out of this stuff. And sometimes I come in here and I'm taking and take this wig off and hang it up somewhere, and I have two homegirl cornrows or 5 or 6 cornrows going back. You know, I'm gonna make it look like something. Oh, okay, you got here. Yeah, I ain't bald headed, honey, but do you like what you see? Sometimes you got to come in and just throw on a white beater and some leggings and barefoot. This is how I look running around the house. Do you like what you see? Because it's not always about sit somewhere with no wig slapped on your head. Sometimes you get tired of these wigs and lashes and brows and all that, and you just want to wash everything off, put your hair up in a ponytail and keep it moving. That's what attracted me to Bella. She came on her live without makeup. I think she's beautiful with and without makeup. Not hearing it from a man, y'all. And there's nothing better than hearing it from your man, right? That's what I'm talking about. He just got a brownie point check. Oh, thank you. I told them. Talisha Creation, your parents must have kept your grandma advice not to give room for the devil. You better know it. That's right. They still together and going strong. And let me just say this. Not only are they still together, but they happily married. Because just because somebody 50 years in don't make it a good thing if they not happily married. They are happily married. So when you can say you 50 years in and you happily married, salute. Salute. Happy anniversary. Bella has confidence. That's right. And that's the thing. You got to be confident. If you're not confident, you just gave up on yourself. That's my godmother gave me that advice. Thank you. That is good. DOG. Somebody about to get some tea cakes. I know that's right. But let me tell you something. Always build your king and queen. Because if you can't build your own queen up, honey, then you can't expect it from nobody else. And I like that. Build your king and queen because she don't have to worry about somebody else telling her she's beautiful. She don't have to worry about somebody else telling her, I love you the way you are. I like you without the makeup, baby. You look good. I'm attracted to you the way you are, sweetie. You ain't got to do none of that. Somebody say amen up in here. And I hope all of y'all that watch this on the playback get some little brownie points because I learned a lot from you all too. And that's why I tell y'all that you cannot have a village without men because men has to have an input, and it's imperative that we listen to the things they have to say also. Yeah, they are getting ready for vacation again. Oh, I hope they have a good time and be safe. Laugh out loud. That's right. You have to build your woman, yes, and your man too. But let me tell you something. When you got a man and he builds you up, I mean, he stack you up here. Can't nobody knock that down. Can't nobody knock it down. At Talisha Creation, 50 years is a wonderful milestone. Kudos to both of them. Both my grandparents were married over 60 years. God bless them. And shout out to them too. I love a man who built his queen. She has no secrets. She is no secret, right? Thanks, Bella. Blessings to your grandparents. Right. You got to. If you build your queen, and this is to the guys out here who may not notice that may watch this on the playback, or I've noticed that we've been trailing recommended lately a lot, guys. For all of you who are guys, right? And you have women, always make your woman the center of who you are. And if there's something wrong with her, don't tear her down. Build her up. Teach her how to be more of what you think she should be if she's lacking somewhere. But do it with love. For example, if you notice that, okay, Queen got on too much lip gloss, don't come out and say, hell, when you go over all that lip gloss, Queen, that don't look right. Now I'm going to look at you and be like, well, don't kiss me then. Get out my face. See, you done started off the wrong foot, right? Okay, we're just joking. But if you say, well, baby, you might want to not put so much on because you look good without it. You don't need that. But if you're going to use it, just use a little bit. You don't need it. See how that came out a whole lot better? So when you big your woman up and you put her in a position, she knows that she don't have to worry about nothing because she's safe. Instead of you bigging up everybody else that come your way. And that right there is a no-no. If you're with me, I want to feel that when we're somewhere and you're here, you're not every skirt tail that pass you like a hound dog. Then when you get home, you ain't got nobody else to look at but me, right? And guess what? Don't come over here. If you know what's good for you, don't you come over here. Thanks, Bella. Blessings to your grandparents. Right. And that's what it's all about. And big your king up too. Big your king up. If your king say to you, you know, I haven't really been feeling good about myself lately, you ask him why. Have I been complaining? Have I said I don't like something I see? Or have I not given you enough attention? What's wrong? You're king. You're worthy. You're my king. And if you're my king, the world could be against you, but I got your back. A woman has to feel good about herself. You better know it. She may ask me what I like. I will tell her what I like. However, I tell her to wear what feels good to her. She has to love herself first. And you know what? That's the truth. And that's anybody, not just a woman, but a man too. There's nothing more attractive than confidence. Confidence. And you know, sometimes people say, but that's cocky for you to think you look good. Let me ask. Because y'all know when I do that, I'm about to say something crazy, right? It's a poor frog that don't praise his own pond, huh? I'm just playing. I'm just messing with y'all, but y'all get the point. Yeah, I like to come in here and have a good time because we do talk about serious topics, but sometimes I do like to just laugh and just have a little bit of fun and talk about things that just enjoy the channel. It don't always have to be hardcore, this all the time. But anybody would want to feel that whoever they are with is attracted to them and find them appealing and, want to be in your presence and things of that nature. No, you're supposed to think highly of yourself too. If you don't, then I don't know what to tell you. I don't. Sometimes people would tell me, but you might be a little bit too confident. Is there such thing? Sorry, because they will try to lower you down and make you feel you nothing. No, I'm somebody. I am the queen love bug number one, and you're not getting ready to tell me nothing no different. Don't let them break you down because people cruel. I told you somebody told me one day, they said, Queen, you're beautiful, but why you don't get your nose done? Why you don't get a straight European nose? You would be so pretty with a straight European nose. Now, mind you, this isn't even somebody I'm dating. This is just a clown, right? He got that much time on his hands to tell me what kind of nose I can get, right? So now that you done ruffled a couple of feathers, let me just get you together. This is the nose I was born with. This is a generational nose. And you know what? I can breathe, and I'm an asthmatic, and God has allowed me to last this long. I'm not defacing nothing that He gave me. He is my creator, and He created me just the way He wanted me to be. And if He wanted me to be born with a European nose, that's what He would have created and spoke on my face. And I don't knock whatever somebody else chooses to do. That's their business. But you know what? There's a whole lot of people that done transformed from the head to the floor, and they still single by themselves. They wonder about, oh, let me lift up my titties, let me pluck my stomach, let me fatten my booty, let me bark my hips, let me do all these different things to myself. Let me get cheek implants, let me get Botox, hit me in the forehead. And then at the end of the day, you by yourself. So you know what, sweetheart? I'm sorry. If this body can't get you through, keep on moving. Because I would hope you would see my spirit first. And if my spirit and my body is not what you're looking for together, then guess what? You have every right to keep on moving that way. Because I'm not about to be going under nobody's knife and getting plucked and they sucking my fat. Oh, well, you better hold on, baby. It's a gut over here. I think, come on now. I've been around the block. I'm tired of, trying to suck my gut in every time I see a man. Oh, well, here it go. Do you like it or not? You don't like it? Bye. Come on. I'm getting too old to be worried about just, and I'm not going to say I'm going to just sit here and just can't put my leg up. So, it's so true. You still got to be able to put your leg up and down, right? But hey, I'm not going to sit over here, okay, I got a little fat here. Oh, I got a little bit over here. Oh, my legs. Nope and no. And that stuff breaks your body down. Oh, get your breast lift, but get you some implants. You want go that way. Go that way. Because a lot of times, a lot of people getting that stuff because a lot of men, when they see that, they, oh, look at her. Go that way. I'll let you know. Ain't nothing hid over here. There's no hidden agenda. What you see is what you get. There's no tricks over here. I'm just sitting right out here looking at you. And hey, you got to be who you are. You ain't got to get out here and be getting cut on for food. You done been breastfeeding and baby bumping and carrying on your stomach, done got stretch marks on it. What's that? Stretch marks. Your baby did it. 9 months, somebody done rolled your body. See how you feel when you get them out of there. And don't be done had 4 or 5 or more. You lucky if your belly ain't hitting the ground. So you have to love people for who they are. Mm. Them days is over. When I was young, I was that woman always in the gym. Ooh, ooh, oh, oh, oh. I got to get this weight off. And don't get me wrong, I still want to be healthy to a certain point. But I'm not going to beat myself down in the ground. Oh, your nose, you could get a different nose. You know what? You might want to just be quiet. How about that? I just yet watched another Black beauty YouTuber who went under the knife for plastic surgery even in these times, shaking my head. Yeah, fame, vanity. And so many people don't make it out. Look at the R&B singer K. Michelle. And, I used to listen to all her music. And when she got sick, because she was putting all that stuff into her, hind part, it broke my heart. She had so much talent and just so much going on, and went and did that to herself. And not just her, so many others, and don't see their worth. But what makes it worse is when people see them telling their testimony of how this stuff made them sick, and then they still go under the knife. I remember when Kanye West's mom passed away, and she was such a cool lady, and I was so saddened that she decided to go get a procedure done. And just like that, something went wrong. And I'll share some truth with you all. When I was younger, women were getting breast implants. And I was like, oh, I should go get my breast done. And I told my mom, I said, I want to get my breast done. And she looked at me like I was crazy, right? And she was like, you better leave yourself alone. And I went anyway behind her back, right? And I got a consultation for them to tell me how much it would cost for me to get my breast done. And they said $10,000, right? I didn't have $10,000. And at first I said, well, you're going to die getting it because you're going to work overtime, overtime, overtime till you get to $10,000. But for some reason, every time I would get close to the amount I needed, something would happen and I would have to take something out of the money, like a car or something would break down and now I need another car, things like that, right? Long story short, I never got the procedure done. And if I was asked, would I do the same thing today? If this don't help you, go that way. Go that way. I'm not about to have nobody planting. No, no. I will say something, but the bishop may be on that out loud. They better be careful. That's why he is messed up. See, you got to be careful, and sometimes it break you down because when I think about it, once you do one procedure, then you want to do another one. You want to do another one, and you got some people they done had about 10, 15 things done to themselves, and they still now I just need to do this. Oh, if I could just fix this. Oh no, no, no! If you don't like what you see, go that way. Indeed, at Talisha creation, but he was not like before then. She just knew how to handle him. Okay. Facts. He paid for her to get to go as a gift, honey. He got worse. See, that's why you got to be careful. And I'm gonna say this to you men out there, and I don't want to really single y'all out, but I think that the men put more pressure on women to be a certain way than women do with men. So I'm gonna talk to the men first. If you have a woman and her body is not perfect, don't make her feel that she's not beautiful. It's a way to help a sister get herself together by saying, but baby, let's start taking some walks after dinner. Or we could go to the gym together. Or let's not eat, so much snacks anymore. Let's start getting healthy choices. And do it as a couple so that you can work together and help a person out. Don't sit there and say, oh no, you better go sit your fat butt down out my face. You done got big as a house. I don't want to be bothered with you. Do it in love. Don't just make a person feel like, well, good. Facts. Okay. That's true, the Queen from DOT. You have to figure it out. And the same thing with your man. If your man done start getting a pot belly or something not right, don't sit there and hurt his feelings. Stop. No. Okay, baby, we're gonna get that stomach down now. You know, sat over here and got a little bit greedy. Let's get you together now. We want to be around to help each other out in our older years, right? So let's figure it out. If y'all noticed lately, I've been taking that same advice. Okay, let me get off the snacks and find healthier choices. You know, I'm feeling the weight starting to come back, and not for no man, even though I want him to be attracted to what he sees too, for my own well-being and health, I need to get myself together, right? If you don't feel good about yourself when you get up and down and you can barely breathe, it's time to do something about it, right? And it don't always have to require surgery. Quit being greedy, right? And I'm not saying this to be mean. Sometimes you have to say, okay, I'm gonna have to, stop it. I've been eating the whole roll of Oreos. Maybe I could get me a bag of apples or some strawberries or something, or get some nuts and raisins and trail mix when I'm watching my movies instead of sitting up here just eating up all the snacks in the house. And when the grandkids come around, they like, well, Grandma, where the snacks? I don't ate them. What y'all need? Now we got to head back to the store, right? When you figure it out together, uh, we have been in this live stream for 3 hours. And I want to just say this to every last one of y'all. I had a nice time with y'all. And I really enjoyed us just vibing out. And Fridays, I usually try to have a good vibe. I stay a little longer than I usually do for that reason, just so that we can connect and get to know each other better and just, have whatever is on your mind to talk about after our live stream. We just talk about it. So if you notice that we're out of topic, that's because we went outside of our live stream window. And when we do that, we talk about whatever we want to talk about that comes to mind. And I want to say this to some of you because I get so many requests for relationship topics. I cannot do relationship topics every single day. Every single day, I actually have at least 2 or 3 people asking me, can I do something about a relationship? So you have to be patient. If you send me an email and I answer you, that means I will bring it in here if I tell you I will. I just may not do it the next day or two because there's so many different relationship topics. But you just hang on. Don't you worry your pretty little head. We will get around to it right here in this village. Oh my goodness, guys. Oh, I had such an amazing time with you all. But as always, at some point I have to go. If there's anything else that you all would like to say before we close this live stream out, put it in the comments. And I just want to thank you all so much for so much wisdom. There is so much wisdom in here, and there's so much love in the atmosphere. And I keep on telling y'all that I am your queen, love bug number one. Love just surrounds me. And you know what? I always say anything that is in the air, it becomes contagious. So if you hang around here long enough, you will find love too. Just keep on coming and we will keep on bringing love. True, the queen. Good night. Time for my meds and dinner is here. Okay, good night, Talisha. Thank you for coming in. Great live stream, the queen. Thank you, DOD, and thank you for coming in, my brother. And to Brown Girl Bella, I'm going to check your channel out before the night is over and make sure that I hook you up. To Sweetie Pie Ross, thank you for coming in. To Queen Lovely C, thank you for coming in. To Consistence Place, thank you for coming in. To Malachi, God is great, thank you for coming in. To Rico the Brat, thank you for coming in, sweetheart. Thank you all for such an amazing stream. God bless you all. And I'll see y'all the next time. And hey, don't forget, thank you, Great Logic. Thank you, Bella. Y'all don't know. I just enjoyed myself. But don't y'all forget, spread love, not hate. I love y'all. God bless you.